Play, the video game podcast starts now.
Hello and welcome to Click Click Play, episode 24. Wow, it lasted that long. And I'm your host, BiggusBennus, and joining me once again, old reliable himself, Jordan Reese. And what's he doing? Hands above the desk, please.
Just jigging.
Oh, that's how you call it. Is that a Welsh thing?
I'm doing a jig.
Oh, well, how are you doing, Jordan?
I'm okay. Are you okay?
I'm okay. I'm very good. Very, very good. Now, somebody who is very good is Andre, the YouTube star. I'm not going to say giant anymore.
Oh, why not? I'm offended. I'm offended now.
I think that joke's been like run to death now.
Andre the Giant. Just call me Andre
I'll just
the
call you
Giant.
Andre the Giant.
I'm drinking out of a huge America glass. It
Oh.
says bacon on it. That's how American I am.
Because like literally about 100 years ago, America became independent, so they are celebrating Independence Day.
And it has been nothing but up.
Downhill since.
Been-
Many people consider this to be an unwise move. Oh, how are you going to celebrate Independence Day?
I have a lot of friends coming over, and we're gonna go have a picnic
Shoot
in the
guns.
park. Shoot guns and
Foreigners.
abort babies and
Post wrestling memes.
Yeah, post wrestling memes all day,
Oh,
every 4th of July.
we do have Manny on his way. He will be joining us very shortly. Well, we'll see.
Old unreliable. is what they call it.
Unreliable Manny, yeah. Unreliable.
Unprofessional.
Unprofessional and unreliable. God, he's got a lot going for him. So what have you been up to, Jordan? What have you been doing this week?
It's been on and off with the weather, but we've had some really nice days. So I've had about 3 barbecues this week.
No. How was it?
Good, yeah.
Did you get food poisoning?
Love it. No, but I did eat some dodgy sausages today, so that could be on the
Hooray.
Oh, okay.
And I sucked a dick earlier too, so who knows?
Oh, lovely. Did you get one of those barbecues that's like you didn't get a professional one, did you? It has to come in like a metal tray that you throw away afterwards.
Oh, it's not like a disposable one, but it's like it's not like a
Not a good
bloody
one.
gas powered one. It's it's like a 50 quid garden jobby.
No.
And then we've got a George Foreman on backup just in case we need to cook it a little bit extra,
Can't get George Foreman's here in Spain. I really want to like have one because they're great, but no, they want everything to fry. They don't even have kettles here. They very few shops sell kettles. They're just
I think on kettle's like a British thing.
Yeah, they put it in the microwave. I don't know, maybe hot water in a microwave just sounds.
Microwave?
I know.
I thought it'd blow up.
Savages. I bet Americans do that. Andre, how do you make a cup of tea?
How do I make a cup of tea? We don't drink tea. It's called coffee over here, and we go to Starbucks to get it.
Coffee flavored water. I've seen the size of those drinks. Jesus, like a soup. Every time a
You get the
Spanish
big
person,
gulps of coffee. Yeah.
whenever like one of my Spanish friends goes to the US and has a coffee, they always send me a picture, or they post pictures like, "Look at this, it's huge." Someone was on. I think it was actually a Barca football player was put on Instagram. Was like, "Hey, I'm having this coffee soup." Amazing. Sin says, "I don't think our outlets allow for electric kettles." No, they're just like, "Nope, I'm not accepting that." But yeah, so you've been BBQing and boozing. You've been standing around the barbecue like a man holding a can of beer. Speaking of which, I need to go and get some beer. I've got 2. Yeah, nice. Andre, you skived last week. You bunked off.
Yes, I had my girlfriend's brother was in town, so we had to show him a good time.
Oh,
take him
really?
to- all these sausages and stuff.
God, so American.
Yeah. No, we just went to like bars and stuff like that, like all day. We went to it's called Video Games New York. It's like one of the oldest. I mean, it's not one of the oldest, but it's like one of the. It's like a very like underground video game place where they sell like Super Nintendo stuff and like Super Famicom stuff, and a bunch of other, like I saw a PlayStation 3 signed by Hideo Kojima.
Wow.
Yeah, and it came with like a big statue of old Snake. And it was like $5,000. I was like,
Yeah, I was gonna say that sounds like an overpriced place. you get to play any of the old games?
No, I didn't. I almost one of the good things about that place is they have games that came out in Japan but haven't come out over here. Like they have the physical version of I Am Setsuna for Switch, which is like something I really kind of want because I don't want to buy that game digitally. I kind of want to have it. But yeah, it's like all the Super Nintendo games are super overpriced when you can just download them on your fucking phone.
Nintendo games are pretty overpriced anyway. Like,
it's ridiculous. Secret of Mana, a game we're gonna talk about later because it's on the Super Nintendo Classic thing. It was like $100, and I'm like, I will never play that.
Secret of Mana is one of those that's like notoriously quite expensive, isn't it?
Is it? I've never played it. I've never even seen it. I don't even know what that game looks like.
No,
but yeah,
neither.
I've been doing all right. I've been planning for this 4th of July thing. So I'm like at Target and stuff, buying like blankets to put on the park and like a new grill and just a bunch of stuff like that.
Are you going to be making a video? Because don't forget, guys, Andre has a YouTube, I'm a Make Movies.
Yeah, go look that up, guys. Please. I need subscribers, please.
I always give you a like whenever you post a video.
Thank you, man. I appreciate this. I appreciate this a lot.
So, Jordan, you look like you're about to say something about, was it I Am Satsuma? Have you played that game?
I wasn't going to say anything. I was listening, but yeah, I've played it. Yeah.
Any
Isn't
good?
that good?
I hear it's very standard.
Why do you think I've got things to say?
Because you play every game, Jordan. Every time there's a game that comes up, so let's ask Jordan about it. See what.
I've played I Am Setsuna, yes.
And how many Jordans out of 5 would you give it?
2.
2.5.
I knew it.
I knew. It does seem like a very standard paint by numbers.
That's what I hear. Yeah.
Yeah, it is a very traditional JRPG. The thing that got me a little bit down about it was it's kind of set in a snowy area, which for the first 10 hours is quite quaint, and then after that you start to kind of long for something different. But the entire game, as I understand it, is set in snowy environments.
Oh, okay.
So you can't have too much of a good thing, unfortunately.
I was so close to buying. I was kind of, I don't know. I had my Switch out and I was like, oh, I really want to download something, and I was so close to buying. Is it Disgaea? I don't know. Is that how you pronounce it? Disgaea.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I was really close to buying that,
yeah.
but then I thought it's £50 or £45. I thought I can't justify that.
I don't really understand what those games are.
It's
There's just a lot of them, as far as I can tell.
Isn't it yeah? They all look kind of. I don't know. Every video or every like bit of gameplay that I've seen seems to be kind of the same thing. They're just walking around shooting in like a grid level. It's pretty much Rabbids, I think.
I was tempted to buy one the other day, and then I'm trying to get better with not buying games that I'm not going to play for obvious reasons. And I was like, right, I'm gonna, instead of just buying it, I'm gonna do a little bit of homework, and I'm gonna look at some like screenshots or something. And straight away there were some like hideous anime characters, and I was like, no, I'm not buying this. They're just
there's a demo.
Annoying as fuck.
This guy's got a demo on there, so if you want to try it out, you can on the Switch. I might.
Have you tried it?
No, I will do it though, because yeah, I need to start doing it. But then I don't know. Whenever I play a demo or a beta of a game, I don't end up buying it. Like for Honor, I didn't. For Wildlands, I didn't. Pretty much every time I play, I go, yeah, that's my fill.
Yeah.
That's probably why you don't see too many demos anymore.
Yeah. Probably could be why.
Steam refunds though.
Not for this guy though. I don't think. Is that on Steam? Actually, maybe it is.
There's a couple of PC ones, yeah. I think
Switch,
the older ones is generally more a console game, I believe.
Yeah. Cool. Well, yeah, guys, you're probably wondering why you can see me in the window rather than like top quality cutout version of me. Because I'm on the GoToMeeting web thing that we use, because I finally got super mega fast broadband, and I can upload. I can like join the conference call with you guys and stream at the same time. So I'm on 300. This will be the only time I mention it. 300 megabytes up, 300 megabytes down. Although I think I've got to wait for a new router to actually get the 300, because I'm on 100 at the moment.
I was gonna say I want to hear more about this.
You do? Oh right. Well, if you
about
want.
these megabytes you have, yeah, it's great.
Well, it's annoying because I went and got broadband like a year ago, and they're like, yeah, the maximum you can get
I think
is.
he was joking.
I lied. I don't care.
You're
man.
getting it anyway. No, like you can get 30 down and 3 up.
I'll start at the beginning. So,
I've been streaming crap for like the last, like really not bad quality, but meh quality
telling
for
you,
ages. And then I just went to the shop and I was like, hey, can I get a better like speed? And like, oh yeah, you've been able to get better speed for ages. And yeah, I could have strangled her when she said that, but
Why did she have an English accent?
Spanish. You know, in Barcelona, nobody speaks Spanish there.
No.
But I mean, I put this in the news, but let's change it to now. What games have you guys got from Steam? Any
Wait,
games
what?
that you're not going to mention of what you're playing that you've bought in Steam? From the Steam Summer
From the
Sale?
sale?
Yeah.
Oh, from the sale. Oh.
I thought we did that last week. I guess Andre wasn't here, so maybe he's bought.
And I bought games that I didn't. I think I mentioned my list, but then I've actually gone and bought some.
So are we gonna go into?
Should we go into the games? Yeah, let's go. Let's click the games
into the
button.
game.
Let me mute you guys. And
Time to play the game. It's all about the game and how you play it. All about control. And if you can take it, it's all about your debt. And if you can play it, it's all about paying. And who's gonna make it?
what games you playing? Yeah, now that is a wrestling meme video. If ever I've seen
Yeah.
one, that's a proper one. So
America.
what games have you been playing? What games have you been buying, Jordan? Hit us up. What games have you
Ooh,
bought? Maybe
games.
that you haven't played, but games that you've bought. I don't know why I'm talking like that.
Who lives in a house like this? Or a British joke. Nobody else can get
I
it.
don't get that.
Oh, really? He's
Trust me,
straight,
it's
that
funny.
guy, isn't he?
I don't know. I don't know that. So I talked about the games that I bought last week, so nothing to add to that list. But in terms of what I've been playing this week, I've been playing ARMS. I don't think I talked about that last week, did I?
I thought you were
Yeah,
looking
but-
bulky.
You haven't.
Who added Life is Strange to my list? I've not been playing Life is Strange. It's crap.
You
I've been
should
playing
get into
ARMS.
that.
Yes, ARMS. ARMS is good. I like ARMS. Good fun.
Online's good. I mean, that's the only part that's good, I think, about it, but it's good. I like the lobby area, don't you, where you kind of get stuck into a lobby with a few other people and it just changes around what you're playing.
Yeah, so like with the online stuff, do you just continuously keep on playing, or do you eventually like get a winner out of that?
No, I think you
It
just
just-
keep
it
on...
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. It was it was cool. I just sat there and kind of got on with a few matches. But I mean, I think it's quite hard, that game. Like I've been doing the Grand Prix stuff,
Oh,
and I
yeah.
think any difficulty above like 3, and I'm just getting absolutely trounced.
That one... Have you been doing the motion controls or with the controller?
No. I don't unplug the Joy-Cons from the device.
Wait, I'm sorry. There's a difficulty setting in that game.
In the
Yeah,
Grand
yeah.
Prix section, not in the online.
Oh, okay. Because like I've been playing and I'm like, this game is ridiculously easy. I'm just like beating everyone really quick.
What are you playing? Grand Prix or?
Yeah, Grand Prix, and I'm just like,
Yeah. So when you start a Grand Prix, you get like 1 to 9, is it, Ben?
Or 10, I think, maybe. 1 to 9 or 1 to 10,
10?
yeah.
oh man.
So that it's just a difficulty slider. So, but like 3 is difficult as far as I can tell. So I have no idea what the top of that.
Gotta do
is,
motion
you know.
controls, get punching around, yeah.
Yeah.
Work up a sweat.
Okay.
Kind of person buys
Very
it. It's like buy
enthusiastic
Wii.
about that.
It's like you buy Wii Fit and you sit down and you like rest your feet on it to balance. You gotta use it. You gotta proper punch. It's called arms,
So,
not
that,
joysticks.
so now that I know how that game works, like in terms of the motion controls, is it that you still have to hold down buttons to determine what type of attack you're doing?
You
Oh.
can. Yeah. Well. What do you mean? What type of attack? It's kind of punch. That's more or less all you have.
I
To,
suppose
it's
that
the
is-
only
I
attack.
suppose that is all you do. Yeah.
And you can jump, and you still got like the top buttons to jump and dash. Jump, dash, punch,
Yeah.
and grab. That's kind of it.
Yeah, I was thinking about the different types of arms, but obviously you just select 2 at the start, and then
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's just what happens, isn't it?
Mhm.
It's good. It's,
Who's
it's,
your main?
I don't know. I mean, I went initially with the ninja-looking guy because I just wanted to kind of be somebody that I thought other people wouldn't play as, and then as soon as I went
Everyone
online,
plays them,
everyone was the ninja guy.
He can be really
So,
frustrating to play against. Like he doesn't
Yeah.
hit you, but he'll just dodge every attack, and can be really annoying.
Is there a lot of difference between them then?
For me, I found I can't remember her name. The one in the yellow tank. I found her the best.
I find her the worst. I just went through
Yeah.
like a playthrough of her. Like I don't like
Looks
how
too heavy.
yeah, too heavy for me.
Oh no, I really like. I like the fact that with the Grand Prix you can just go and play like 10 rounds with whichever character you want. I think that will be good
Yeah.
to get used to the different characters.
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing. I've been trying to beat it with every single character.
Mm.
Yeah.
On level 1.
I guess now I
Yeah.
need to go check this out.
Man, I did it on level 1. There was one mission it was taking me forever to finish. It's that one with the like the targets that like go past from side to side.
Yeah.
Yeah,
seems
that's like
really-
the first thing I lost in that. Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's the only
Can't
one.
really
I
work out. Do you get more points from hitting the person with that, or from
No.
banging the targets? I can't really work it
I
out.
think it's all the targets really, because I hit the person loads of times, but like if they hit 3 more targets than you, then they could win, even if you beat the
But
hell out of
the
them.
thing is, you have to hit the targets, and then if you like manage to hit him at the end of the combo, you
Oh.
get more points.
I
Yeah,
didn't
that's
know
what I
that.
figured out near the end, and now I'm better at it.
Yeah,
I don't really. I'd rather just play the fighting stuff. I don't
Yeah.
really want to do
Yeah.
that one.
I wish there was a Grand
specifically
Prix
that
where it
one.
was just fighting Grand Prix would be good.
Yeah, it seems quite light on features, that game. Across the board. Like it's got a solid core. I like the gameplay.
Think it'll get
I
added
think
to
it's
it, because it did in Splatoon.
I hope something gets added to it because it needs to. But it's like the initial, like the basics of that game is good. I think
Yeah.
it's a good novel fighting game. And I think it's really satisfying when you manage to impact
Yeah.
somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And you get a cool little kind of back and forth going where you punch in and they manage to dodge you and you do the same to them, and that can go on for a few minutes before you even hit each other. So yeah, I like that stuff. I think it when I'm playing Grand Prix and it chucks me into like an all-on or 2-on-2, I think that could be a little chaotic. So I don't know if over time I'll get more used to that, or whether actually the game doesn't really stand up if you've got more than 2 people fighting. I'm
yeah.
not sure. You guys might be able to tell me more about that, but.
My God, how frustrating!
impressions.
What are your initial impressions of a 3-way fight?
No.
Yeah, still talking about arms. Still talking about
So
arms.
John, tell us what you
Three-way
think.
A 3-way arm session.
3 arms.
Like I said, I just think anything above 2 players just seems hectic to me. I can't. You just.
Yeah. I quite like the
Wouldn't
fun,
avoid it.
but the triple threat, I'll call it, is just so infuriating, because I know every time I face somebody, there's always one person that's kind of like, I'm gonna hide while you two kind of duke it out, and then they'll either dodge, so you end up losing because you'll have lower health, or they'll just destroy you.
Am I right in saying one of the characters, if they shield themselves, they regain health?
I've not found that one. I haven't played that. I've played that game half an hour since I bought it. I've played it way more in the test punch.
I'm sure. I think it's maybe the mummy.
Yeah.
Maybe that one. Like what? I'm sure one of them. I was either playing. I'm not sure if I was online or Grand Prix, but they were. You can like kind of you can protect yourself, and that seems to like charge up your attacks. If I'm reading the game right, is that right?
No, you probably know more than me.
Oh, yeah. When you block, like when you hold block, yeah, your arms
Charges it.
get charged. Yeah.
And it seemed like one of them was actually regaining health slowly by doing that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So I'm guessing each of the characters, like if one of them can do that, I'm guessing every character must have something unique about them.
Mm-hmm. I'll
I
have to
don't know
look.
what that is.
I don't think that game is that deep. I think
You can't just have one character who can regain health.
complex thing. Yeah.
It's no
No,
Street Fighter.
Yeah, it's not like a intricate thing. It's like a whole bunch of future people have long arms and they punch each other. I'm like, I really wish I didn't spend $60. I mean, I spent.
I was totally
$50
yeah.
on
I was
it.
about to say the same thing. Like I like it, but I just keep on thinking about the price tag that came along with it, and
Yeah.
it's a new Nintendo IP on a new Nintendo console, so it's not as if they released a hell of a lot of games. So I'm kind of glad that I've got it just to understand what it is, but I think I'd feel a lot better about that game if I'd paid, £20, £30 as opposed to.
I just think with a
50 or
decent
30 charge.
storyline, it could be, like, I don't know, really Tekken, Street Fighter, that kind of style where, you go online, you fight people, and there's loads of stuff to unlock, but, an interesting story, and that would have
I just think modes, like
sold it for me.
more options in terms of modes, and that so with the upgrade stuff. So obviously you can you earn currency from doing fights, which you can then go and try to win other
quite like
attachments
that.
for your arms. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Are those attachments universal across all of the players, or do they have unique ones?
I don't know. I think they're universal.
Yeah,
I guess
I
I think I've
so too,
attached because I've got like the
We're just
party popper
guessing right
ones.
now.
Yeah, I think the
Yeah.
party popper ones I unlocked and I can use them for any of them. I think.
I hope they've got a robust like DLC pipeline. Because
Yeah.
if they haven't, I think especially when Splatoon comes out, I think that game is bye bye.
Splatoon this month. It's coming out soon.
Yes.
Oh,
Can't
damn,
wait.
Yeah.
And weirdly, playing ARMS has kind of got me. I didn't play the first Splatoon, but I'll probably guess Splatoon now.
Oh yeah,
I imagine
it's
just
a
because-
great one.
Yeah,
Love Splatoon.
ARMS was ARMS was kind of a test case in terms of playing an online game like that on the Switch, and it worked absolutely fine for me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm kind of down for that now.
Manny, Manny says you guys sound so tired. It's because you're not here giving us a bit of a high, Manny. Need a Manny high. We're not tired. I'm just thinking I haven't got my beer yet. So you've been playing ARMS, but you've also been playing
Yeah,
the
we
Zelda.
spoke about that a lot. Then we shouldn't have
Yeah.
spoken about that so much because we've spoken about it before. I've been playing the Zelda DLC.
Me too.
Ooh.
Yeah. So I've got such a weird relationship with that game. It's kind of like such a love-hate thing. I just sometimes I'm like, oh my god, I can't believe how good this game is. It's a 10 out of 10. And other times I'm like, why did they make these choices? And I'm kind of going through the latter at the moment.
You're crazy.
I deleted my. Well, let me explain. So I deleted my save because I wanted to start a new file with the master mode.
Even though you can just start a new game with the master mode and keep your old file.
Yeah, I don't like multiple files going on, but that's my issue. I know that. So yeah, I deleted that. Started this on this new master mode, and I like what they're doing in terms of like there's different enemies in different areas. Like literally in the starting area, they've put what was essentially like the hardest mini boss. They've just chucked that in the starting area. So I like all that stuff.
That's cool.
But I've talked on this show before about what I think is a really crushing flaw in Zelda, and that's the
There's not
degrading
more.
weapon. No, the weapons. I still don't understand why they made the choice to have weapons break, or at least
But
break so
don't they
easily
break-
in that game.
Don't they break less often in master mode? Because you got to whack them a few
No.
more times. I was
they
using
don't.
I was using a weapon and I whacked this guy about 10 times, and then I got like
Whoa.
10% of his health off. But he didn't break or anything. It doesn't say that it's. I don't know. I got the impression
It's
that
going to depend on every weapon's got a durability score. So clearly yours was a
maybe it was only like a
decent
three strength kind of axe thing, but it was.
The axes do last a little while because
Okay.
they're there for chopping down trees. But anyway, so I've always thought there's a flaw with that game around the fact that your weapons just break all the time. It makes me not want to fight the enemies, which is a shame because I've always really liked the combat in Zelda since Ocarina. I've always really enjoyed it, and I spent a lot of like going through the first part of just avoiding enemies if I could do it, just because there was no point in me waste, because you don't have a leveling up system in that game. You're not really getting anything. Like you're picking up parts, which if you're cooking, that's useful, I guess. And then I've learned further down the line that to unlock certain outfits and things like that, you did need those things. So I kind of get why you would do it from that perspective, but like there's literally no reason for you to use your swords and things outside of having a bit of fun, I guess.
Did you
in terms
find-
of taking people down?
That they like.
Go on.
I don't know. I avoided enemies at the beginning, because I've also started a master mode. I've kept my old one though. By the way, did you check and see where you've been walking the last 200 hours?
No, just
Before you-
deleted it.
Oh, I just delete it. I know. I went on there and before I just had a quick look where I'd been walking. Yeah, and I found like 2 or 3 places, like right at the very north of the map, and the southwest I'd not been, so I had to.
I kind of know where I haven't been, to be honest.
Yeah.
There are definitely places I haven't been in that game, so that's fine.
Yeah, and
I'm still gonna.
Yeah.
I like the fact. Have you got something to say about that? Sorry, the map stuff.
I mean, yeah, because you can tell where you haven't been because there's no shrine. And that's where I used to like identify, like, okay, there's no shrine symbol around here, so I'm guessing I've not been there, and then I'm going to find a shrine. But that's about it.
Yeah. So in terms of this issue with the weapons breaking, this new mode just makes this so much worse because the enemies regain health. So literally, I was finding myself.
Oh god.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. So I was like on that first plateau, I was finding myself like taking on 2 moblins or whatever they're called, and literally just going through my entire inventory of swords and whatever I've got, and they were still alive. And if you could literally take something down to like a tiny bit of health, you break your last weapon, and then their health is just regaining. And it just makes me think, I really can't be fucked to fight these things now, because I'm constantly going to be kind of trying to find weapons. So my plan is, I'm still unclear. I'm still looking into whether with this new DLC and you've got the challenge mode thing, yeah, where you can upgrade the Master Sword.
Okay, yeah.
So bear with me. So I think it upgrades the sword. It at least makes it stronger and more durable, and I'm hoping that
Could
it
you use
actually
that?
makes the durability infinite. So what it does, if you finish that mode or that challenge, there's like 40 odd of them. You know, when you go like into the castle and the sword glows, that's outside of the castle then.
So it doesn't
So
break. Because
to
it
be
can
honest,
break in
I've-
the original.
It
can't
can break in the castle, yeah, but it just lasts ages. So I'm guessing that actually what it does is just make it as durable as it is in the castle, which
Yeah.
it lasts quite a while, to be fair. So
And does it
I
break,
think my
or does it
plan
just have that cooldown on it?
oh yeah, it doesn't break. You know, it just powers down for 5 minutes or something like that. But my plan is, I'm gonna need to go and do however many shrines I need to do to get 13 hearts to then get the Master Sword, to then go and do the challenge to power it up and then do the game.
Sounds fun. It's only 50 odd. Well, about 50 shrines.
Yay! Is it?
Well, no, you start with 3 anyway, don't you? But then, and you get some. You get some hearts just by doing the major bosses. I've just been avoiding the enemies just because it takes so long to kill them. But then I just realised that I've been using weapons with like an attack strength of 3. So I've been whacking them for about 5 or 6 shots and just taking off 10% of their health. So I need to go back and get some decent weapons.
It would be a better game if they just got rid of the destructible weapons, I think.
I disagree.
What does that bring to the game?
No,
Please,
because
please tell me, because I'd love to know and understand it.
since there is no leveling system, I would rather them add a leveling system than unbreakable items, because I feel like if you found like that one sword, if you found a good sword at the beginning of the game, that would be it for the rest of your entire experience. Would be like, I used this one sword and I killed everyone with it. Like I mean, I haven't replayed it since like before the DLC. So I'm when I'm hearing about this new DLC, like making it really hard, that does sound like it sucks. Like that sounds like very difficult. But like the original game, it's like I felt like that was perfect. Like your swords break, you have to like scavenge for more stuff.
Would you agree that they break too fast? Because I understand you couldn't necessarily just change that one thing. You'd have to base the game around it a little bit.
Yeah.
But so would you agree that they break too fast at least?
There's some weapons that do break too fast. Like I mean, at the beginning, like when you only had sticks and like a rusted sword and stuff like that. But like once you go farther into the game, like I've had like the same set of like 12 weapons, and like I constantly like you can fix your weapons by throwing them into like the mouth of one of those sucky thingies.
Octo.
Yeah, the Octo Rock things. Yeah, and like if I have a sword I really like, I normally just I'm in the fireplace and I throw that at them, and they throw it back out. But like I'm always constantly finding new and better weapons. I don't know.
Yeah.
I actually enjoy that aspect sometimes. I mean, at the beginning when I was playing that game, I remember hating it so much, thinking it was such a waste of time. That like
when you expand the slots that you've got, and
Oh, we're losing Jordan.
you've got weapons that are going to last. Just kind of click in.
Are you getting
not hear me?
this, Andre? Is it happening to you, Andre? Or?
Yeah, I couldn't hear you for a bit. Say that one more time.
Oh, we've lost him in a really awkward picture.
Can you hear me now?
No, I can hardly. Okay, what I think you're saying is wait, no, say that
That
one more
weapon
time.
durability is a great thing to have in a game.
Wait, you said Life is Strange is Game of the Year material. I agree, and I think it should be considered, even though it came out last year or 2 years ago. I think we should consider it as Game of the Year material.
You motherfuckers.
Okay, say that again. I'm sorry.
Do you think there should be
So
a cheat
testing.
mode?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
We can
unfortunately
hear
we
you
can.
now, yeah.
So we're all in agreement that Zelda is broken as it stands, and then
It's a broken game.
Yes. It's a broken game.
It'd be cool. Like, I mean, they don't have any achievements or stuff like that in Nintendo. So why not have cheats? Why don't they just let you enable, weapons don't break? Or I don't think it might be quite fun.
Very good point. Very good point. Like
I just don't get why they've made it so hard. Like, it's Zelda, for fuck's sake.
Have a kid version.
When
Like,
has Zelda
yeah.
ever been this hard?
Aren't you playing hard mode right now? That's the point.
I'm playing
But it's
hard
hard
mode.
in a
Why is it
bad way.
hard?
Like I don't mind. I want to go and have fights with high level
You like
characters.
it hard.
I love
Yeah.
combat in the game. I love it hard. But I can't. I won't go and have the fights because everything's just going to break and I'll have no weapons left.
That's for me though. Sometimes, kind of hiding, dodging the enemies, judging them. That's one reason why I like Player Unknown is that I don't engage everybody I see, because if I engage everyone, if I like 9 times out of 10, if I engage someone, I die. So like it's always hiding, moving around, tactics and things like that. Which, Zelda.
But there's none of that in Zelda. You just go and climb a mountain over there.
Oh no, I dodged. Like at the beginning when you had to go past those bokoblins, and I only had a 3 strength axe. I had to do a little bit of sneaking past. But they see you really easily, don't they?
The game is so wide that you don't need to sneak past anything. You just climb over a mountain instead of walking past them. No real sneaking in like it.
I'm kind of looking forward to getting off the Great Plateau because I've only just done 2 shrines on there, and seeing what it's like.
So you're playing the master mode as well, yeah?
Yeah, is that the master mode? Apart from it being all really red and red and black in the loading screen, is that little symbol in the bottom left also only in the master mode?
Yeah, the Triforce.
Yeah, is that anything?
I just think it's for screenshots so that you can verify if somebody's playing master mode or not.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, no, I like it. I think I've said on previous podcasts that I was only going to play it once all the DLC came out, but then I got onto the hype train. I was like, no, I want to play it again, and I'll probably end up playing another playthrough when the second DLC comes through.
I think I'm just going to slowly chip away at it.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing with The Witcher as well.
The only physical game that I've got for the Switch is the one that I've just got kind of in the console.
I've got every game is apart from Snipper Clips and Thumper. All the others are. I get them all physical, so I get people to lick them.
Okay. Anyway, so that's 2 games we've talked about before.
That's 2 games. Yeah, these are like we've highlighted the games that we're like really going to be in depthly talking about, and those are the 2 games that we didn't highlight.
And now
another game that Andre's not.
3 games that we haven't talked about before. So the Crash Bandicoot collection that's come to PS4 this week. I've been playing that.
What a
I think is it a pile of wank though?
The first one is.
Or is it just hard?
No, it just sucks. It's a bad game. It controls poorly. The first
one. Yeah, I didn't like playing the first.
I don't think it does control. It's of its time. For me, it's just a 3D version of.
I feel like
it's a remake of
old school graphics and old school controls and physics, but with like brand new visuals and stuff. So you're expecting
that's exactly
to
what
jump.
It is.
Yeah, but you're expecting
literally what this is.
So it's like taking a 4K. It's like taking a 4K picture of a piece of shit. Is what you're saying? That's interesting.
No, I mean it's really good.
Cool.
But
That's a very manic thing to say.
But it's like even the 2D sections are kind of 3D because you can go forwards and backwards. So you could end up like jumping on a turtle in a 2D platform and missing it because you're behind it. And I know it really, really, really frustrated me the first one. And then I was like, I'm gonna give the second one a go, see what that was like. And then I played like 2 or 3 hours of that. And was like, yeah, this game's brilliant. So the second one I think is fantastic. I just find the first one just unnecessarily difficult for like it's a game of this generation. It's not a game of that generation. So. It
is a game of that generation. It's a remake of.
It shouldn't be. They should have. Why didn't they do something like Ratchet and Clank and made it a decent version?
That's not what they were doing though. The beauty of what and I think you need to whether you like these games or not, you need to take your hats off in terms of what they've done from a technical perspective.
It looks good.
They didn't use any of the source code of the original game. They literally built this from scratch, and it's still. I've played these games a lot. Back in the day, and I've played them on the Vita since. This feels exactly like those games for better or for worse. So they weren't looking to modernize it really. They've nipped and tucked it here and there. It does control a little bit better, but it still does feel like those games. Now, I've never played the second one, so I can't talk about that. I've played a lot of the third, and I love the third game. But
I think the second one was the first game I ever finished. The first ever like proper video game I finished was the second one.
Yeah, I don't know. For some reason I didn't play that one, but yeah, I'm gonna get. I get the frustrations with the first one, but I think you've got to remember when that game came out and the time that it was. Like it was literally it was at the start of the PS1 era. This was, Mario 64 wasn't out at this time. This was Naughty Dog's stab at making a 3D platformer. There was nothing else to really compare it to, and for me, it feels like a 3D version of precision platformers that you would normally see from a 2D perspective. I think one piece, but if you're going to play the first one, I would say use the D-pad.
Yeah, that's
find that a lot easier.
Yeah, I did.
There was no dual shock when this game initially came out, so you can kind of feel, even though it is rendered in 3D, a lot of it, especially the kind of pseudo 2D sections, work so much better with the D-pad.
Did you finish that first island in the first Crash?
Yeah. I finished Crash Bandicoot back in the day. Yeah.
But on this new version,
I wanted the second island now. Yeah.
Oh, it made me want to fucking scream. I was streaming it. I was like getting so angry. It was because it's that one. Have you? Jim Quisition's actually got a good video of it where he's talking about it, but in the background it's a guy really badly playing that one where you've got to jump and you got to spin the platforms, and then you've got to jump precisely on those boxes.
Every Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah, no, but that one was I eventually got it because I realised that you actually have to hold down the jump. It's not pressing it at the right moment; it's actually holding it down, and then it was a lot easier. But then when you get to the top, you have to kind of jump on these platforms that are there's literally no margin for error whatsoever. And then sometimes there'll be fire shooting out of it, and sometimes there'll be a some kind of, I don't know, cat eating plant, whatever that is. And it was just winding me up so much because I just couldn't do it. And a few times I felt like it was a bit unjust. Like, you've got to jump over there, but you've got to kind of jump when you're half off the platform. So it's
a precision platform, and that's what these games play.
It doesn't feel very precise when I'm playing it.
People indie developers make those games on purpose now. They purposefully make kind of really difficult, pixel perfect platformers, and that's almost a genre in itself.
Well, I mean, the second one, fine. Ratchet and Clank was a great remake. Just this one. The first one was. All I'm saying is that the first one I just thought was a bit.
Remake. This isn't strictly. It's weird, isn't it? It's different.
Yeah. I was gonna say this is a remake, but
it's. I would go down the. Not that it really matters, I guess, but they've remade it, but they've remade it. It's the same with the Shadow of the Colossus remake or remaster, whatever you want to call it. I think, they are literally making that game exactly as it was, just with more graphical flourish. And the same with the Shadow of the Colossus remake. It sounds like they're going to try and make the controls a little bit more accessible as well, which I've never had an issue with Shadow of the Colossus or Crash Bandicoot, but some people cry about that stuff, so I get it.
Crash 2 is much better.
Probably, yeah. It's a sequel. I think. And again, you've got to remember, this is a Naughty Dog game as well. At the time, this game looked fucking amazing. This was a technological feat on PS1 Crash Bandicoot. There's a reason why people love it so much. And I think it gets a lot of stick, to be honest. Crash Bandicoot always has, and I think the reception of this remake and as much as I think a lot of the naysayers are people who've always hated Crash, and if you talk to them, they've never actually played it before.
Yeah, dicks you would call them, wouldn't you?
I've played all three. Yes, I have.
Yeah, you sure?
Yes. They star a character named Crash Bandicoot.
What is a bandicoot anyway?
And he has to fight a fucking big-headed scientist.
Yeah.
Kind of like Mega Man. Only
Sonic.
not a bandicoot.
What is
and
a
Sonic
bandicoot
and
anyway?
Mario. A bandicoot is like a fox looking thing.
It doesn't really look like Crash Bandicoot.
He doesn't look. No, I kind of wish that they'd remade it for the PS4, but kept the old style art. That would have been better. It looks weird.
like where you can switch back and forth between the old and new. That would be pretty cool.
I know that they're bringing out the Jack and Daxter trilogy, aren't they? But that's just going to be kind of a port to the PS4. So I'm looking forward to playing that.
That's cool.
Maybe
Jack and
what I should
Daxter
do.
is great.
That's my favorite platformer, is Jack and Daxter.
Yeah.
Like my brother
My
was
favorite's
obsessed with
Mario.
my brother was obsessed with Ratchet and Clank, and I was like Jack and Daxter, but then Jak 2 went all crap. Wasn't a fan of Jak 2 and their open world attempt. But Mario, yes, it's an alright game, I suppose. Our game of
You get to
E3.
Crash 3. It's excellent.
Game of E3. I think loads of other people followed, after copying us, and gave Mario the game of E3 as well.
They were just waiting for us to say what our game was before they.
Zach says Crash Team Racing is better than all other Crash games. Like,
I agree to that.
People say that, but no one.
I agree that it's better than Mario Kart 64.
Did anybody play Crash Team Racing though? Because
I have, yeah.
I mean, no, apart from you two, but it wasn't that much of a success, was it?
We're the only two on the podcast.
Yeah. No, but like in general, did people play that game?
Yeah, there's a love for Crash Team Racing.
Yeah, I mean, there's a love for it, but was it a commercial success? Because I saw people on Reddit saying that the reason this wasn't included in the remaster is because people didn't actually buy it. But I didn't know that. It's on Reddit.
I think probably the reason was that they had enough on their hands remaking 3 games without adding a kart racer to the mix.
Zach says the only game he had for PS1. Wow. One game. God, it's like
would
us
love
with
it
our Switches and Zelda.
If you platinum the game and then it just unlocks Crash Team Racing, that would be fucking incredible.
That would be really fucking cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's Crash Bandicoot remastered for the PS4.
Buy it.
Good. It's not full priced, so you get 3 games, and just start with the second one. It's really addictive.
No, start with the first one and go through them all.
Okay, well, Andre, you've been playing quite a few games.
I'm going to rush through all the games I played. They're very, very old and shitty games.
Yeah, Mario Kart.
Oh, I finally got the golden Mario in Mario Kart, which is like, it was actually so easy because originally I thought you had the 3-star.
No, it's just gold.
No, oh my god, that was so simple. That was like the easiest thing ever. So Mario Kart sucks now. I don't want to play it anymore. I regret buying ARMS. ARMS is one of, I think it like. Now that I know there's a hard mode that you can put it harder, I'm probably going to enjoy it a little more. I'm going to try that right after this. I played and I beat The Fall, a game that came out like a while ago, where you play. Very interesting premise for a game. It was a Kickstarter game that got funded a while back, and it's about you play as kind of like a mech suit, like an AI inside of a mech suit, and your operator, the guy inside, is dying. He's like dying, and you play as the AI trying to get him to like a medical facility to get fixed. Really interesting game. On Xbox it's only like $2. It's on sale right now from like $15 or something like that. Don't buy it for $15. Buy it for $2. It's like a 2-hour game. It was a very interesting game.
Does he survive in the end?
It's a spoiler. I don't want to get into that. It's an interesting thing. If you really want to know, I'll tell you.
Go on, tell us.
Spoil it.
Guys, if you're wanting to play it, just like we'll do a little wave when we're ready. Go.
Oh, spoil it? Okay.
Go on then, yeah.
Yeah, it turns out there was nobody inside you all along. Weird.
Like phantom pregnancy.
Story of my life.
Yeah.
What I heard at that barbecue.
It's cool because like your character, like your AI is kind of malfunctioning as it goes. Like you like one of you like you have to follow 3 rules. Like 1, you can't lie. 2, like you have to protect the person inside you.
That isn't a person.
Yeah, but like so like your AI is like malfunctioning, and like the only way that you can get some of like the equipment you want is you have to put yourself in danger so that you can protect the person inside you, so you can use your gun for the first time. It's very interesting. I'd give it like a 7 if I had to rate it, and plus it's like a 4-hour game, so like I wish it was on like a handheld. I wish it was on Switch.
Oh, if only it was on Switch. Another game that would be amazing on Switch.
What?
Watch Dogs 1. Said nobody else.
So Watch Dogs 1 is free on Xbox Live if you have Xbox Gold. And man, like I never played Watch Dogs. Yeah, I've never played Watch Dogs 1 until now. And like I'm enjoying it. Like I'm streamlining the story right now. I don't like any of the characters. Everyone's kind of like dumb. But like a lot of the shit, like it feels really good. Like I'm like getting into shootouts that feel realistic. And after watching Baby Driver, which I highly recommend to anybody listening to my voice, watch Baby Driver. It's the greatest movie this year. It's fucking awesome. I've never felt so happy in a movie theater.
You told us
Like
that we'd hate it.
You
just
guys
before
would
this
hate it
podcast.
because you guys are fucking losers. Right?
Well, God, what a charmer he is.
It's super British too. Like you guys would like
Yeah.
it. It's like the director's like mad British.
We're not as patriotic as you Americans.
No, but it's basically like an old fashioned British heist film.
Oh,
Like, but it's all done to like the beat of music. Like it's like the director said he wrote it. Like he wrote the music he wanted to use first, and then he wrote a story around that. And like you can tell because like a lot of like the scenes are paced out to like the music. I know this has nothing to do with video games, but like
yeah. Wait a minute.
yeah. But I'm playing Watch Dogs and I'm running away from the police, and then like I jump into a train, and then like as like everyone's following the train, like I stop the train, I open up the back door, and I start shooing police from like the back of my. It's a really like inconsistent in tone game, but like it's really fun. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I heard like I heard people like I was streaming Watch Dogs 2 a few months ago, and people coming and going, "Hey, this is a really good game," but actually I kind of like the first one. Quite a lot of people have kind of unabashedly saying, actually the first one was enjoyable, but it just got reviewed badly.
I like it, but like I have the same complaint I had towards. I feel like we were talking about it last time I was on. I forget what game. Like everything looks gray.
Zelda.
No, Zelda's fucking beautiful. It's the game my brother was talking about. Fuck, I can't remember.
Star Citizen.
No, that zombie game that's coming out for the PS4. Like the one where the billions of zombies on screen at once.
Days Gone.
Yeah, like Days Gone. Like, I mean, I complained about Days Gone that it looks very bland and very like one tone.
Yeah.
And like that's what I'm feeling with what's it called? With
Not very
Watch Dogs 1.
atmospheric.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, the atmosphere is very boring. I guess that's what Seattle is like. I don't know. Oh yeah, and now I'm playing Grow Up, which is another free game on Xbox One. God, that game is so fun. I really wish I played Grow Home. Yeah.
Oh, Grow
It's
Home
like-
is one of my. I've heard bad things about Grow Up, but Grow Home is so good. Such a good game.
Like I think the reason like people don't like Grow Up as much as Grow Home is like Grow Home was like such a concise game.
Yeah.
This is like more open. Like you see like the intro of Grow Up is your spaceship that you call Mom, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really cute. Like you go into an asteroid field and like it's basically like the beginning of Mass Effect 2 when you're like out in space like floating around and when Shepard dies at the beginning of Mass Effect 2.
You comparing Grow Up to Mass Effect 2.
I am. I feel like I'm the only one who can make that comparison. But it's like you're floating and like you're floating towards this planet, and it's really interesting because like the planet's like revolving and like you're going around it, and you basically see the entire planet right from the beginning. Like you see what you're gonna go through, and like you crash land on that planet, and then you just have to climb. It's fun. Like I really like it.
Yeah, I love the first
Another
one. My favorite was,
Oh, yeah.
was like unlocking the teleporters and taking a sheep through to like the very top floor and just throwing it off.
Yeah,
Like you can go
off, yeah.
pretty much to orbit and throw a sheep and send it flying. Did you play Grow Up, Jordan? Or Grow Home? Sorry, Grow Home.
I played Grow Home. I've got
Yeah.
Grow Up, but I just haven't got around to it yet. Yeah,
One-
there was a bit of a lukewarm reception to that, wasn't there? I think
Yeah.
Grow Up was essentially like a tech demo, and it just took people by storm. And then,
It wasn't it like not.
yeah.
It was just kind of like, hey, we've got a game, play it.
Yeah.
It wasn't even.
Yeah,
any-
it was very much like I think just a tech demo they had knocking about. I mean,
Yeah.
didn't it come to PC first? I think.
Yeah,
It did.
Yeah,
So
it's
they just
Ubisoft.
bashed it on PC. Yeah. So yeah, I like that one. Is it so? Andre, did you play the first one, or this is your first stab at this?
This is my first stab at it, and like what I think they're doing is right at the beginning you have everything that you unlocked in the first game.
Oh.
Which I mean I didn't know. Like you have like the glider, you have the jetpack. So like I feel like
Oh yeah, you
I
unlock
guess-
those. I remember.
yeah, I guess that's what like everyone wanted, like a progression feel. Like right now I'm just collecting all my equipment and it's all like just kind of around you. So you just pick up the jetpack to get the glider to get the other stuff. say it serves as a quick tutorial. I'm not out of the tutorial area yet, but yeah, like
Do you think you'll get the
like it.
original?
I'm not sure if it's out on console. Is the original out on consoles?
Yeah.
I think
is
so,
it?
yeah.
Yeah, it's on
I think it'd be
PS4.
weird to go from this one because this one is so more expensive. I think it'd be quite weird to go back to the other one. Do you get the sense of vertigo with the second one? Because I remember playing the first one and then
Yeah.
you get to a certain height.
Yeah.
And you start to really think, oh shit, I am like a mile above the ground.
I'm gonna make another weird comparison. It reminded me of Shadow of the Colossus when you're on like a flying. Yes, grow up is just like Shadow of the Colossus, but it reminded me of like grabbing onto that bird creature on Shadow of the Colossus and like feeling like if I fuck up, if I let go of this button, I fall off, and I'm probably gonna die. Well, you're over water in that point. But like I don't know. I love the art style of it. I think it's fun. I think it's funny just to see the guys like make funny faces as he like randomly grabs on the rocks that like float up in the sky. It's an interesting game.
The physics are really cool in it. I like it. Just talking about go back to Watch Dogs 2. I got a few messages in the chat. Sin says he really enjoys Watch Dogs 2, but never played one. I'm the same as you, Sin. If it's on Games with Gold, I'm going to go and download it then because I forgot to cancel that subscription, so I may as well go and download it. But Watch Dogs 2 is brilliant. Have you played Watch Dogs 2?
No, I'm gonna like after playing Watch Dogs 1, I think I'm gonna go and get that game.
Oh, it's really good. Really like that game.
They're just like they could be called something totally different. I think those games that have got so little in common.
Did you play the second one, John?
For like an hour or two, and it was good, but
when you get the second one, get the unlock car, unlockable thing as soon as you can, because that game's just kind of unplayable until you get that.
I just prefer the darker tone of the first one, and I get the first one's got loads of issues, especially like the driving is one of the worst driving engines I've seen in a game. I can't believe they'd have the cheek to release that like in a.
That's what Zach says as well. It's like so bad.
Handled worse than like GTA 3, I would say.
Yeah, because I find driving's bad in a game, or like riding a horse is bad in a game. For me, it's just kind of unplayable. That Mafia 3 was one of those as well. I just hated the driving in Mafia 3.
Yeah.
And the horse at the beginning of The Witcher
I hated Mafia 3.
Yeah, I didn't like Mafia 3 either. I know some people did. That's like Watch Dogs 1, some people loved it. Some people just hated it.
I like Mafia 2. Mafia 2 was fantastic, but Mafia 3 was very...
So you got Snake Pass?
Yeah,
it's on
Snake Pass is on sale, so like, it was like $15 or $12.
And is it worth that, or?
It's worth $12. It's the same thing like Grow Up. It's a very like cute game. Like I just like looking at it. It's like a very pretty looking game.
You can play with a snake in bed on the Switch.
If you've ever seen a video of Snake Pass, you have officially seen all of Snake Pass, because it's just like, I mean, so far it's just my snake guy going around. It's just my little snake going around and grabbing onto wood and just like you can make them harden. It's weird.
Yeah, wrap it around anything.
Yeah. But no, the game's very fun. It's very whimsical. It reminds me of like what Rare would be making if Rare was still like a thing.
Do you think, does it like something like, oh shit, the Switch is out in like a month, let's make a game?
Yeah.
Because they released it on PS4 actually, didn't they? In PC anyway.
And it looks beautiful on PS4. Like I saw them playing it on PS4. It looks amazing. Yeah. But again, like I want everything on the Switch right now.
Me too.
so yeah. But I also been playing Battlefield Bad Company 2, which is also on sale on Xbox for $5. Play that game. That is one of the best shooters ever made. Battlefield Bad Company 2.
Does it hold up?
It holds up so fucking well. It's so weird. Because like I remember playing that game back in the day and thinking like this game like looks way too good for the time. And like now it like man, like the destructible environments in this game, like they haven't been this good ever. Like,
did that game come to PC?
Yeah, it did, and I think it was like a big hit on PC. I'm pretty sure it did.
Yeah.
Battlefield Bad Company 2. Look, I don't remember. Buy it for Xbox, so we all can play it.
Xbox. My Xbox is currently used as a Sky Go player. I think I've said that. Like, it plays YouTube, Netflix, and that's about it.
Bad Company 2 is on Steam, but I don't think the first one is. Is this the second one that you're playing, or the first?
No, he said
the second one. The first one was alright.
The second one is the one that everybody likes, is it? It's supposed to have like a good. Is it the one with a good story?
Yeah, like the Battlefield Bad Company series is just like a good story, and like I'm not gonna get back into Battlefield until Bad Company 3, which would be like the biggest
Think they
fucking
will?
news ever.
Yeah.
No, I don't think they will. Like,
What's
I
gonna be the
think
next Battlefield? I wonder, because kind of Call of Duty's got the Second World War, so.
it's gonna be Battlefield 2, and it's gonna be Battlefield in World War 2.
Yeah,
They're gonna
maybe.
be boring.
I can see that. Zach says, okay, Zach, we'll add your question. Yeah, guys, if you've got any questions, send them through. Any questions you ask.
Any questions?
So we'll ask the one about Deus Ex, because I've got a few questions about that game. Right.
Love Deus Ex.
Yeah. Well, we'll save it for a bit later. You played any more games?
What up?
You just said you
Killer,
might have.
Killer, Killer is Dead. It's a game by Suda51, Grasshopper
That's
Studios.
a deep cut.
Yeah, it was on sale for like $2, so I bought it because like I'm No More Heroes 1 and 2 are like my 2 favorite Wii games ever made, and I've just been a fan of like what's Shadow? What's that game he made with the gun, or the gun that's like a demon?
Killer 7.
Oh yeah, he made that. They made that too, right? Did they make that? I don't remember.
Jordan.
But wait, what? What's going on?
No, Jordan's
Okay.
very dark.
Yeah, it's very dark. He looks like he's in Watch Dogs 1. Oh, there. Okay, but what's it called? Yeah, I haven't played that yet. I'm gonna play that later on today once I play Watch Dogs 1 for a little longer.
Until you're really bored.
Watch Dogs 1 is so strange because I can see like the big problems in that game. Like it has huge problems, like story wise. Like I don't like the main character that much. I think his motivation is like shitty. Like, oh, your niece died. That's just a weird. Make it your daughter. Just. I know that's cliche, but like I feel like if my daughter were to be dead, I'd be like, okay, now I can go around and kill cops, because I'm fucking
Yeah.
killing cops in this game. Like no mercy. I'm doing terrible things in this game, and the fact that like my niece died like 2 years ago isn't really good enough for me. I don't know.
Zach says, glad I can finally make it to the podcast. And Manny isn't even here. Manny's hopefully joining us. I don't know, he's gone a bit quiet.
He's probably not.
He said like
Okay.
25 minutes ago he'll be joining us in 15 minutes,
Yeah.
so we'll await that.
Those are all the games I'm playing.
You've been playing a lot. I've
Yeah,
been
it's been a very weird week.
yeah, for me I've obviously been playing a bit of Crash. And I I did a quick look on the YouTube. You can find on the Click That Play YouTube channel of a game called Bloody Boobs.
Bloody boobs.
'Cause I
What's
thought-
that?
Well, I went on Twitter. I thought I'm kind of got loads of time this afternoon, guys. I'm gonna go and play a random Steam game. I'm gonna find one like for under a euro or a free to play one, and just like stream it and just see what it's like. And then some guy was like, "Hey, play a game called Bloody Boobs." I'm like, well, okay, sure, but if Twitch allows me. And then apparently it has a page on Twitch, so I thought, okay, must be able to play it. And yeah, you play as a woman who, like, the physics are very good on her. Like,
Oh, of course.
you can obviously change the size of the boobs and the bum. Everything's very, very wobbly. It's like a jelly. And you play in like a thong. And apparently it's a stealth game, although there aren't really any stealth mechanics. You kind of just you can't run away from anything. But then if they see you but you can't see them because the game's so dark. And yeah, you're just kind of in a dungeon or something. It's not procedurally generated, but you just get shoved in different areas wherever. And then you have to pray. But the way you pray is also very sexual to these giant columns. Yeah, it's
Yeah, don't Google bloody boobs, everybody.
no. Well, do go on YouTube, type in Bloody Boobs, click play, and you can watch I managed to play it for 15 minutes before
Yeah.
getting just angry. In fact, I ended up.
Yeah, go on RedTube and look up bloody boobs. I mean
clicked on-
YouTube, yeah.
I had a great start. I clicked on new game and then it shut down, quit to desktop. I was like, okay, this is a good start, and then I went into it. But yeah, it's utter trash. It's got spelling mistakes in it. It's got women getting attacked by, I'm not quite sure what they are. The game's just ridiculously dark. One of them, like, to turn left and to change your camera into first person is the same key. So it's like you go and turn left and then you change the camera and then the camera changes. So it's just it's shite. All right, but yeah, the main game I've been playing, apart from like my Zelda and the other games I've been, and Final Fantasy 14
Bloody boobs.
and Bloody Boobs. My friend said it was hilarious how I pronounced it. Bloody Boobs. Genital Joust, that is a game, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I clicked the tag adult because I thought it'd be quite funny to see what other ones are in there, and I saw that one.
Oh. God,
But,
it's such a weird game.
It's just 90% of that tag is just kind of horny visual novels, like anime people. But yeah, I've been playing a bit of Elite Dangerous. I got the
Oh boy.
deluxe pack last night. I think it was. I was a bit drunk and thought, I'm gonna buy a game. And Elite Dangerous, it was like €12 or 24 for the Ultimate Edition with the Season Pass and the Horizon expansion or something like that. But yeah, I've been playing that today. Loads of people on Twitch came on. Like I was playing on Twitch. I've had one of my highest viewed streams for ages. Like people coming in and helping me out and like saying, "Oh, you need to press this button. You need to do this." And I mean, with their help, I picked it up pretty quickly. I think.
That's cool.
But yeah, so it's just like I wish Manny was here for me to say this to, but it's like it's what I want from Star Citizen. Yeah, you can go to any place, you can land on planets, you can go to these stations. You can't walk around, not yet, I don't think. And yeah, you can just do loads of little missions. You know, I think there's carrying people around mission, go and get cargo for things. It's just a really atmospheric, cool, fun. Like I don't think it's too difficult to play. Some people said it was a huge, really steep learning curve, but I just really liked it. And yeah, the community is fantastic. Like, thanks to everyone that popped by and helped me. It was great. Jordan, you've played this?
Yeah, I played shitloads of Elite back in the day. I haven't played it for a little while. I love that game.
It's really really good.
I like to think about what if like 12-year-old Jordan had that game. How amazing that would have been as a kid to.
Did it tempt you to get a joystick thing? Is it what are they called? Joystick controllers?
I'm quite happy. Like I don't know how it is now, but when I got it, they recommend that you play with a full-on like flight stick. But you can kind of map it to a 360 pad, and that's what I've done. And I've got a decent. Like there's so many options in that. Like if you think about what you do in that game, you can like shut down subsystems within your ship and do like weird maneuvers and things. So I literally had to just go through the list of controls and work out what I needed and what I didn't. So I can take off. I can shoot. I can do the stuff that I need to do to get through that game, and then the rest of it, like when you're in the cockpit and you look around at different screens, which is, I'm just remembering all now, that's so cool.
I didn't even know I could look around in the cockpit. I googled it afterwards. I'm sure I should be able to like look left, because I was going into, I've only been just like focused looking straight ahead, because I've been playing mouse and keyboard, and the
you totally need to look at the different displays, and then like that opens up different menus and stuff.
Oh yeah, I mean you can do that by pressing 1, 2, 3, and 4, but like actually physically looking out like the window to your left and stuff.
That game works so well in Oculus as well.
Yeah, have you played it in Oculus?
Yeah. I love it. I'll just fly into space just on my own, and like I'll have like music playing through my PC, so it sounds like radio in the ship, and I'll just turn the engines off and
that's
just
so cool.
kind of float around in space. It's
Guardians of the Galaxy style. No, I'm really, really enjoying it. I'm going to play loads of it, I think, this next week. And there's a big patch coming out later on.
What I was going to ask, sorry. So so was it automatically mapped? I'm assuming you're playing it with the controller.
No, mouse and keyboard. Yeah, and it's fine.
Does that work okay?
Yeah, like I changed something, because with the mouse, if you go forward, you can like, obviously you push it forward, mouse forward, you go down, you pull it back, you go up. But then if you were moving it left and right, it was doing barrel rolls. But I changed it so that instead of that, it pointed the ship left and pointed the ship right. So I mean that's been when I've been pushing the mouse up, it's been going up and down, like kind of just targeting like that, and then using A and D on the keyboard to barrel roll, and then Q and E
I'd honestly recommend that you could map it to a controller, and even with you sitting in front of your PC anyway, you could basically play that on a controller and still use the keyboard for like extra functionality.
I know, yeah, you can. I just find it really quite easy to use with the mouse and keyboard so far. Just the fact because I'm getting used to now using.
Have you gone into like combat and stuff? Yeah.
Combat, yeah. Well, I've done the tutorial and it seemed pretty.
I'm just thinking about like the actual precision. Like, what about? Have you like landed in a base and like?
Oh yeah, I've done
like
quite a few. Yeah, that's fine because you can use like the side thrusters and the up and down. I'm pretty fine with it. A lot of people have said. I've seen people say that the controller's the worst of the lot. The best is with the joystick and that, but no, I don't know.
I can't imagine flying around with using a mouse, really.
No, it works. It's kind of using the mouse to aim, and then you're like controlling the thrusters and stuff with your hand. So it works. It's been fine. What about you, Andre? Have you played this?
Is that? I'm not sure if this is the same game, but was that game out for PlayStation VR?
No, that was
Eve Valkyrie, maybe. Yeah.
Oh, Eve Valkyrie. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Never played it. I played Eve Valkyrie, and I remember being in in the Best Buy where they had the tests for PlayStation VR and playing Eve Valkyrie.
Yeah.
But,
So Elite is like a really old school PC space.
You can download it for free, can't you?
Trading game basically. So like the oldest one is like kind of just line graphics, you know. It's one of those.
Yeah.
And then this was the attempt to. I think it's a really shit name actually. Elite Dangerous.
Yeah.
What a weird
Proper
what a weird
scary.
subname. Yeah.
It's a very like 90s
Dangerous.
game. Yeah.
What's this fucking dangerous? This spacey clown. Yeah, it's good. I love it.
No, I really do like it, and I mean the graphics are okay. I've got it on ultra, and it plays really well. But yeah, it can be. It's very fiddly to start with. I saw some people complaining that that they found it took them so long to get used to the controls. By the time they got used to it and realized that they didn't like it, they'd gone past the Steam refund policy thing. But it's really, really cheap now. Go and buy it and play it, and you'll spend hours and hours. Just I've just done a couple of missions to get some credits, and that's what I'm going to kind of do until I get a decent ship, and then just fancy exploring. Like that, you can just do that. Just explore.
Yeah.
You can do different things. You can go after bounties. You can be an explorer. You can be a miner to get minerals and that. And yeah, it's kind of what I'd want from. And yeah, you can play PvP as well, but I'm not going to bother with that.
So I'm a smuggler in that game, and I just I fly from port to port, picking up like slaves and like driving them, and having to get
Typical
through security
Brit.
to other ports. And then sometimes I'll be smuggling slaves, and the police will, not the police, but the security forces will pull me out of warp, and they'll come to arrest me, and I just love opening the cargo hatch to ejecting the slaves from the cargo hatch. Every time I do that, it's just fucking awesome.
Can you see
Or,
him? Can you see him flying?
If you get shot quite a bit, sometimes your secondary systems will go down, and then the cargo hatch just opens, and you'll see people just flying off into space.
Can you see that?
Well, they're in pods. You know, they don't.
Yeah.
They're not
Are they?
waving around
You
there.
can't see it in third person, can you?
What? See the third. No, there's when I was playing it, there was a prototype version. You would literally freeze the game and let you kind of rotate around the ship just to take pictures. But there was no fully third person mode. Yeah, that game's so cool. I probably need to re-download that.
You do get the Horizon pack, because I hear that's one of the best. But yeah, I just want to play it and get better
got that,
ships.
yeah, that's where you can land the ships and stuff. That's kind of when that came out. That was kind of when I stopped playing it. But I do have that. I've landed on a couple of planets, which is cool in itself.
Yeah. And I was asking people, I haven't done that yet. I was asking people if you can walk around and stuff, and they said not yet. So I'm guessing
You get a rover. So
Yeah.
you can leave your ship. You go out in a car basically.
But you can't actually go out physically in third
Not as a
person,
person.
in first person.
No.
But in the chat they said, no, you can't do that yet. So I don't know if they've announced that they will, or if people are just presuming that you will be able to soon.
I think that's the plan. Yeah.
That'd be awesome as well. I love how you can see other players. I'm playing it on in single player mode, just PvE, but you can see other people. I was getting a bit annoyed because I had to go. Well, I thought I was meant to go to this space station. It turned out I didn't have to, but I was queuing for 5 minutes because there were 3 people already there. It just feels like it's lived in as well. Really like it. Go and play that game. It's a good game. Go and get it, Andre. I don't know if you can get it on your Mac.
Is it for Mac? Yeah.
Maybe.
Is it for Mac or Switch? Because if it's not for either.
Do you know what it would be amazing on? It'd be amazing on the Switch.
Oh god.
Being able
Why
to
haven't
use
people
this
made more
motion
games
control.
like that?
Use the motion
Why?
controls pull back and use you can use the Joy-Con as a flight controller.
Joystick. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Ben, have you started modifying your ship yet?
Yes, I got the one where you can get you can get fuel just by hanging around near the
Yes.
sun.
So that's what I was going to recommend. Just make sure you've got that.
Yeah, there is
Can't
one where
literally
you
run out of
can.
fuel in that game.
Yeah, there's one where you can it'll automatically park for you. But
Yeah, I would totally recommend that.
I quite like
For the
the fun of landings.
I know, but once you've done 100 hours of it, you're kind of and so when I'm literally smuggling back and forth these different stations, you get bored pretty quick of doing that landing stuff. So even just in the interest of time, that
Yeah.
stuff makes sense. And it plays I think it plays like Flight of the Valkyries or something.
Yeah?
As you're landing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm doing
Like
that.
a little bit of music comes on.
No, I'm looking. I think when you get a better, because if I did that, I'd have to remove something, and one of them's like landing on planet. Like the least vital thing is landing on planet, so I'd have to give up that. But I'm gonna wait till I've upgraded my ship and I've got some extra
just get
spaces for
a
that.
bigger ship, I guess. Yeah.
But Sin says I really like how cap ships warp in. Cap ships? What's a cap ship?
Capital ships are big, huge, fucking
The big ones.
massive ships, and it is epic. He's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
When I first played it in VR, I'd never seen one of these capital ships before, and they're huge
I've not seen one
compared
yet.
to like your normal. Sorry.
I've not seen one yet either.
All right, yeah. So I played it for 100 hours and not seen one, and then the first time I played it in VR, I just kind of went into this random bit of space where there was an energy source, and there was a massive battle going on, and then suddenly, like there's like a lightning effect, and this capital ship just warps in like really close to me, and I'm in VR. It was fucking amazing. It was so
makes me
good.
want to get an Oculus now.
Why am I not playing that game like every day? I love that game so much.
Yeah, the way
It's so
you talk about, like my brother talks about Star Citizen. So
This is a Star
This one's
Citizen killer.
yeah.
Well, Manny's not here. We can say how apparently Star Citizen is still a thing. You know, it's not gone totally bankrupt yet.
Yeah, I was about to say, what happened recently? Something happened with that.
Oh, you didn't listen to the last podcast?
Oh yeah. Now I remember.
Look at that acting. You can tell he's a YouTube
No, bro,
celebrity
I
there
get it.
with
No,
his
shut
that
up.
acting skills.
No, it's so funny because I actually do listen every time I'm not on it,
Oh.
and sometimes when I am on it, I'm like, let me just make sure I said nothing racist.
There's sometimes I go back and it's like, I think I was quite funny in that episode. I'm going to go and listen to it. Like that one with The Sims where we were... Actually, like, I want to hear what it sounded like again when you guys were looking at the naked Sims mods. I think that was our finest podcasting hour.
God.
But yeah.
The worst.
But yeah, so Star Citizen is still... Yeah, I mean, it seems just like a business thing that people have blown out of all proportion.
We doing the news?
Wait, one second. Another game with gold for Xbox is Kane and Lynch 2. Another 3-hour game that is such a weird.
How's that a 3-hour game? Like, there's no like online or anything, is there? So.
Oh no, there's a big online feature for that. Like that's like the online for Kane and Lynch 2 was incredible. It was such a cool concept.
But those games were about the single or co-op focused games, aren't they?
No, they were mostly their multiplayer was like the big thing for those games.
Really?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought it was a story game.
Yeah. I mean, it has like a weird story. Like especially the second one, but like everyone focused on the online. Like the online was like
A competitive online.
yeah, it was kind of worked together, cooperative online. No, actually, it was competitive. Like a group of people would play as like the heisters, and like if you died, you became a cop, and like you're trying to rob a bank, and then like near the end, like you can decide to kill all your teammates, and if you like kill all your teammates in secret, like you can kind of get away with it, and like just it was a very interesting game for like it was ahead of its time. If Kane and Lynch 3 came out today, I think it'd be really great. It reminds
Never
me of
played any of them.
Payday.
Maybe I'll give it a go.
Oh, play Kane and Lynch 2 is such a fucking weird game. Do you know anything about Kane and Lynch 2?
No, I've just the name. I know.
So-
It must have come
so-
out when I was like in my non-gaming time.
Yeah. So like it's the first game was just like a normal run-of-the-mill heist game.
Mm.
Like the camera control was like I bring up the camera control because in the second game you basically the entire game is in like a handheld camera style fashion. Like everything is I can't describe the art style for this game. It is truly like unique. There has never been anything since then that looks like this game. That's a bad thing and a good thing because it's shit. It's so like when you're running, it's basically like someone's running behind you with a camcorder, like trying to keep up to you.
Okay, that's different.
It's a super interesting style game. Like I was like a proponent of it back in the day. I was like, yeah, everyone should play this game. It doesn't really hold up.
No.
But I really recommend playing it just to see like what they were trying to do at the time with that art style. It's super interesting.
I'll check it out.
Yeah,
Shall
check
we?
it out. Or just look up videos for it.
Okay, should we go into the news?
Hit the news.
Hit the news.
start spreading the news.
Click, 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 play.
It's the news. So, news time. Beep, 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 beep. First thing is something that I was going to mention because I assumed that Manny was on the going to be actually 15 minutes when he said it would be 15 minutes. It's that Twitch affiliates have now got sub buttons. Apparently that's annoying a few partners. So if you are a Twitch affiliate, which is kind of easy, you just need 50 followers and like 300 hours. I mean, if you're somebody who is on Twitch and you stream kind of regularly, you'll get the ability to get a sub button. And, but yeah, so people can pay you for nothing really, just for streaming.
Dope.
Yeah. $5 and Twitch takes half of that. So you give, and that's $5,
Awesome.
and just like in true American style, that's without VAT. So it comes out at like more than $6. I found that out the hard way. But yeah, so you get like $2.50 for every $6 that somebody spends. It's a great money maker for Twitch. Like, oh, it's to give affiliates, the chance to be cool with, the chance to grow their player base and for their supporters to show support. And it's like, well, no, it's not. It's for Twitch to make loads of money, and I think that's what is gonna happen. But you can, you can use your Amazon Prime to subscribe and get a free subscription every month. So anybody watching, if you wanna, despite me just moaning about it, then if you wanna hit that subscribe button, feel free. And but yeah, I saw some really obnoxious people on the Twitch subreddit were going, I just don't think I deserve it. I want to remove it. Is there any way of like turning off the sub button? Because I just don't feel like, and I feel like if anybody subscribes, then I've kind of got to. I feel pressurized in doing a stream. It's like, oh, fucking shut up. If somebody wants to subscribe to you and give you money, you're not going to say no. But yeah, it's that's Twitch. People can give you money. They can throw bits at you, which to John's like, what? No, bits are like tips. They can throw like tips at you. Stick $1 in your underwear. Yeah. And or you can do a monthly sub, which I mean, it's very cool for people to have. But yeah, it'll keep people on there. It'll make Twitch a load of money, and then Twitch is Twitch owned by Amazon, or is it just affiliated with Amazon?
I think it's owned by Amazon.
Okay, I was about to say if it isn't, then it's gonna get bought and like for loads of money, because that is a website that's gonna be making, I guess the shares of whatever Twitch is going up, because loads and loads of, I can like nearly everyone I follow on Twitch is getting like 5, 10, maybe more subs. Don't know how many Manny's got, but he can pay for this podcast in future, I'm sure. So yeah.
Yes.
Seems like for a second I was confused if you wanted people to sub or not. You can sub if you want. But also you get to use an emote. And the emotes are still taking forever to approve. I've got one of my dog. In fact, I don't think I can... let's just see. Does it work?
This is great
Nope,
podcast.
it doesn't. No, I'm going to... Let's move on from Twitch, because you guys don't Twitch. And although you popped up on my stream earlier, Andre. It was nice.
Twitch.
Good to see you.
Oh yeah. I every once in a while stop by to look at stuff.
Yeah. Check out the competition.
Yeah, exactly.
John, have you ever Twitched? Like
You ask me this every week, and the answer's no.
God, one day you will.
No, I'm not buying a green screen. No, I'm not going to go on Twitch.
How's your dog?
She's okay. She's okay. Like, get on with the news, Ben.
I thought you're the next one. You're the oldest one here. You can talk about the SNES Classic. You remember it.
Christ, okay. So, SNES Classic has been announced.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, got lots of thoughts about this. I think it's a bit of a slap in the face for Switch owners. The fact that Nintendo is kind of putting time and effort into this, all of those games. And don't get me wrong, fantastic lineup. It's an incredible lineup of games. And says a lot about the SNES catalog, to be fair. But
yeah, that was a good console.
How about you just put those fucking games on the Switch and you do it tomorrow?
You know,
That makes me so mad.
They're
That
not-
makes me so mad.
No, it doesn't make business sense for them to do that. They're gonna do it when when it's died down. I bet beginning of next year. I don't think it'll be this year. I think beginning of next year they'll bring in that whole back catalogue paying monthly stuff, and then they'll launch the virtual console with that, and it'll be after Christmas. I guarantee they'll probably do like a SNES Classic and a NES Mini or NES Classic, I don't know what it's called, like bundle that you can pay for, but I'm 100% sure it won't be till after Christmas, like when people are no longer buying those things.
Bollocks, though, isn't it?
Yeah, just
So
I'm still gonna get one.
Well, I've as much as I bitch about it, I bought 2,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, John, tell us why.
so I'm gonna sell them on eBay.
And you've already listed one on eBay, haven't you, John?
Yeah,
How much are you charging for that?
250.
God,
How much are you
fuck
paying
people like
for it?
you?
You are scum. You're like those ticket touts that people
Behave. It's
hang
not
outside.
Scum.
it's not as if it's not like a cool thing like going to a concert. I'm ruining somebody's experience.
You're the
you actually
reason
care
that
about-
like children wake up on Christmas Day like in tears because they've just got something.
if there's any kids around the world who on Christmas Day they're looking forward to having a SNES Classic instead of a Switch, I
That's a
fucking
pretty
hate that
cool
kid
kid.
anyway. Fuck that kid.
Cool kid, yeah.
Buy an actual SNES for less.
Very good point, actually.
And you could go and get a Wii U and download all those games on the Virtual Console on the Wii U.
Or you can get a Raspberry Pi and play them all for free.
Or just play them on whatever PC you've got in the house right now because they will run on fucking anything. But yeah, I don't get it. I don't want that piece of plastic crap in my house.
Yeah. Like, it's annoying because I kind of want to play most of these. I'm like looking at the lineup right here. And like, I want to play like 90% of them.
Yeah,
again.
me too.
You can.
Yeah, I know, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Isn't
But
the
I want to play them on my Switch so bad.
Yeah. Isn't the UK version going to be different colours to the other ones?
Yeah, it's going to look
We had a
like
different model of console, yeah. Our console
Yeah.
looked different. To the,
It was the American one purple.
Yeah,
I think,
it's all
yeah,
purple.
Because ours wasn't purple. I remember it was just grey.
I was like grey, yeah.
It was cool.
Yeah, they're cool little things, but to me, like, I don't understand why people go so crazy about them. I really don't get it.
Nostalgia, isn't it? It's the
They're
first console I
cool,
ever
and, like,
played.
it's one of those things that you'd expect to see it like in a novelty store. Do you know what I mean? Just like oh cool, look at this. It's like a mini old little console. Happy days, but people just go crazy about it.
I think because there are so many like that, the old consoles, but they're kind of shit and they break and like they're really unreliable. But if it's made by Nintendo, then maybe it's going to be decent. It's kind of a stocking
The fucking
filler.
the NES had a 2-foot-long controller lead, so I've got no faith that this is
They also
gonna be...
kind of gave away. They also sold about 10 copies before going. Wait, well, let's give up on this.
Yeah,
the hell did they
that
do
kind
that?
of annoys me as well. Like, I don't really understand the strategy with it. I don't know whether they're just doing this to like just kind of build up a sense of prestige for Nintendo. That's the only way I can work it out, because they could have sold 10 times more of those NESs. So why wouldn't they have just doubled down on that when they realized it was going to be successful and it was successful? Why didn't they just keep on making the NES?
Yeah.
And then when that died down, then do the SNES. I don't get why they just killed off the NES.
Yeah.
And now they're going straight in with the SNES. Doesn't make sense to me.
Because loads of those
Like,
people that have bought the NES would have been like, I may as well get the SNES as well and get the collection. And then
Yeah,
the Nintendo
of course they
64 when that one inevitably
So
comes.
it's not just a money spinner thing for them, as far as I can tell. Like it's got to be that they just want to. It's just good for brand Nintendo, I guess.
Yeah.
To do this stuff, it's all it's in the papers. There's
Star
people
Fox
like
2.
people are going to be fighting for them. People are going to get ripped off on eBay trying to buy them. So oh well.
I know who's causing that. So, do you want to read a few of the games and we'll see if we're excited or not?
Yeah. Let me click this link that I put in the the.
Final
World.
That just takes me to a tweet. Yeah, it's got Super Mario World, Earthbound, Star Fox 2 is.
Wait, let's slow down. So Super Mario World is the best game ever made. Moving on. Like that's why when I hear people talk about Crash and like Spyro and stuff like that and all those shitty platformer games, I'm like, look back to Super Mario World, and that is a perfect game.
I never played it.
Game... What the fuck are
Never-
you doing hosting a fucking video game podcast? Get out of
I
here.
imagine I did like from a friend or something, but I was never a Nintendo person as a kid. Like the first Nintendo console I had was a GameCube.
God, Super Mario World is the greatest. It's like one of my favorite games of all time, and that not just saying it because like it's so weird because it still holds up today. It's still a fantastic game, and I don't know. Moving on. Never mind.
Crash Bandicoot's better. So
That's
Nah,
that's another
in
reason
no
why I'm really.
way, shape, or form, it's Crash Bandicoot better.
I'm with Andre on this, and I haven't even played Mario World. But that's one thing I'm looking forward to the big, the Netflix style access with the new with the new Switch stuff, because I can just play these really. And that's another reason why I kind of wanted the NES Classic and then the SNES, so I can go back and play some of those games and actually know what I'm talking about.
shut up so I can read these games to you.
Right.
Only
got 21 more.
Super Mario World. We talked about that. Super Mario Kart. Like,
Awesome.
who the fuck? Who's the fuck?
Super Mario Galaxy.
I used to really like
Mario-
Super Mario
Mario
Kart.
Kart.
I will
but-
say,
Mario Kart.
I have
It's
Super
new,
Mario.
like,
Yeah.
Just play the newest Mario Kart. Don't play bloody old.
Oh no, but the old one's amazing. It's gonna bring back just memories. Like the first ever time I played a console was my sister's SNES, and like the only game she had was Zelda and Mario Kart, and that
I used
Mario
to love
Kart's
Super
amazing.
Mario Kart for this. I don't think it's old.
Anyway.
Speaking of which,
Also
guys,
got-
just quickly check out clickclickplay.com. There is a Mario Kart review. Andre didn't make the video of it, so I've put it out.
Send me all the videos. Any video you have. I totally
Okay.
forgot about that.
No, don't worry. I've also changed it to a review that's written, so you guys check that out. We gave it a 9 out of 10, which I
Did
think
we?
yeah, we did as a team.
As a team. I had no say in this.
Would you have
8.
given it? Oh, he's given it an 8, would you? Jordan?
8.
8. Okay.
Yes.
Well, I win.
Mario
9.
Kart.
So, Jordan, you say there are more games?
Yes, The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past.
Oh, that's an alright Zelda, I hear.
It's what, sorry?
I hear it's an alright Zelda, that one.
Yes.
Pretty
that's a
fucking
good-
great one.
Is that one of the best?
Potentially. F-Zero. Super Metroid, which I love.
Ooh, I did play that one.
Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Punch Out, Castlevania. I'm trying to work out the numerals on that.
Uh-oh.
That's 4, I guess, is it?
Vania, is it?
Donkey Kong Country,
Ooh,
Mega,
that's a good
Mega Man X, Kirby Superstar, Final Fantasy 3,
3, yay! I want to play
Which
that.
one is,
Kirby,
is that
Kirby
like,
Dream Course.
wait, is Final Fantasy 3 the American 3?
Yeah,
Yes.
it's
So it would
the.
be 6.
Yeah,
Right?
I guess.
Okay.
Is it 6? I
That's
just
the
bought 6 on Steam. That's annoying if it is.
It's the best Final Fantasy game.
Yeah, people say that. Although they said there's loads of different versions that are not. 10's the
No.
best. 14.
It is.
I'm sorry, 14 is
It's not.
the best.
7, 14.
14's the best. Oh, fuck out of here.
14 is the best World of Warcraft ripoff, yeah.
Oh, hey, you like 14? What are you talking about?
It's not the best Final Fantasy game.
I even like
Kirby's
15.
Dream Course.
Okay.
Fantastic
Star
game.
Fox.
Star
This has got
Fox.
Star Fox 1 and 2, and again, it's just such a slap for somebody. I'm essentially a fucking beta tester for this stupid fucking new console, right? And they've got the cheek to release a previously unreleased Star Fox game on this plastic piece of shit. They could have just given it. They could have just like said, you know, they could have released the console, and then just somewhere in the menu there was like a little tick box to say, "Do you want to play Star Fox 2?" And just as like a little kind of Easter egg of like, oh, look, we gave a game we never released before with the console. Instead, what they're doing is releasing it on this plastic piece of crap that they're only going to sell like 1/10 of demand for.
I don't know. I think this
So-
time they might actually sell some of them.
Why
Fuck
wouldn't they have just?
Nintendo.
They should have just sold NESs then. That's what I don't get.
Yeah.
Like if they're
Maybe they'll
intending
go
on
back.
if they're intending on knuckling down with this, then why did they do it at all? I don't know,
Maybe
it's so stupid.
maybe when they've done like a Nintendo 64 and a GameCube one of these, it'll be like a super Nintendo box.
They're not going to do a GameCube. That's a bit of a leap.
Everyone likes
Um,
GameCube.
Yes. I agree.
If
Final
they did a
Fantasy-
game, that'd be so weird.
Crystal Chronicles. No, that's the best Final
Yes,
Fantasy.
that is a great game.
With the most
Yoshi's
irritating
Island
music
on
I've
this.
ever heard.
Crystal Chronicles 2.
How
Super
annoying
Mario
is that?
RPG is on this.
Super
Which is
Mario-
actually
that's
the
a
best
great
Final
game,
Fantasy
yeah.
game of all time.
Yeah, I agree.
Contra 3, Secret of Mana,
Ooh.
Earthbound.
Earthbound is the greatest
Was that even
Mario
released in
RPG.
America, Earthbound?
ever. Yeah, Earthbound 2 wasn't.
Is it?
Maybe
Which is the?
you.
Are you sure
think Europe-
Earthbound's? Oh, Earthbound's only in the US, isn't it? You can't get that one's not in the UK.
No, it's called Mother over there. It's called Mother 2.
I'm pretty sure Earthbound is not in the
And-
Japanese one.
No.
Super Ghouls and Ghosts as well, which I think is our Ghosts and Goblins, I guess.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
don't know.
probably not right.
I don't know. What I would say is that our SNES looks better than yours.
Yeah, it
Yeah, I
does.
agree.
Yep,
Yep.
good. Cool.
Mine just moving on.
So yeah, stupid. It's a weird thing. I get it. Like I can't understand it. If it's a money spinning thing, they're doing it wrong. If it's just to build up prestige, okay, I kind of get it. But just give me fucking those games, please, on my Switch.
And
tomorrow.
the big thing is, will Star Fox 2 be the kind of the crappy port that somebody, like people have been playing, or will it actually be a finished game?
I would hope they finished. Well, the game was actually finished. The code that was released wasn't the finished code. They finished the game but didn't want to release it because they were already releasing the N64 and they didn't want to compete with that.
Do you see that the guys who made it had no idea until it was like leaked that it was added, and they're like, wait a minute, and they had a release party like 20 years, 30 years after they'd made it.
Can you imagine if they put that game on the Switch? Like it's so weird because they obviously didn't need to do it to sell this SNES thing. They knew it was going to sell anyway because these idiots want this.
Yeah.
So, like, why did they have to put this game on there? Surely you would reward your hardcore with that and put it on the Switch store.
What they should have done is put all the Star Foxes into like one package and sold it on the Switch. I would have loved
totally.
that. Like 64, 1, 2.
Yeah, they might have got people to play
totally
that that Wii U one that no one liked.
Fuck that one.
Yeah, a bit of motion controls and boom.
Cool.
Okay, cool. Next thing. So somebody's added Castlevania animated show, but I think
Wasn't
that's
me.
the Netflix show, yeah? I guess that's you, Andre, is it?
What? Oh yeah, the Castlevania shit. Yeah, I just saw like a trailer for it. Looks interesting. I'm
Yeah.
not a huge fan of like the animation style, but I'm gonna watch it. I'm not even a huge fan of Castlevania. I just feel like,
Have you played Symphony of the Night?
yeah, I started replaying it recently and I
Yeah.
suck at it. Like I got lost and I was like, you know what, this game isn't for me. And I turned out.
You should stick to it because I bounced off it a few times, and then when it
Yeah.
clicks, it is as good as people say.
Yeah, it's fine.
Next bit of news then, and this is really good news actually.
Yeah, finally.
PS Plus games for July. The headliner is Until Dawn, which is a fantastic game, an absolutely fantastic game, and it's one of those things where, like, as much as it's the PS Plus game, it doesn't mean anything to me because I was like day one with that game anyway. But it's one of those ones where I'm just happy that just people are going to play it that wouldn't have played it before. Such a good game. Basically, the video game equivalent of a cheap Hollywood horror movie.
It's
Awesome.
I've been wanting to
Love it.
buy that for ages, and like about 3 months ago I looked and it was like €25, and I thought no, and then I saw it go for €16 like a month ago, and
Have
I
you
was
not played
so
it?
tempted. No, this is finally
fucking
I can actually play a
I
PlayStation
might
Plus
actually
game.
join you. Maybe I'll make an effort, and when I'm assuming you're going to stream it.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna like get scared
Cool.
for no reason.
I will join you.
Oh,
I
brilliant!
will join you for that.
I'm looking forward to playing it. And Game of Thrones, Telltale game. I mean, it's a Telltale game.
Wah, wah.
And my favourite one is. Well, are you going to say this, or are you moving on?
That's you. Is that the thing that they showed at the E3?
Yeah, that's the thing. I was like,
conference,
oh, that looks cool. That looks like it'd be really fun, especially on Twitch. And I thought I was gonna get that the day it came out.
You use your mobile phone, yeah.
Yeah, and you take a picture of yourself or something, and it comes up. And I don't know what it seems like, just kind of a fun game to play. And I think if playing that on Twitch would be like really good fun. I was gonna buy it anyway, so the fact that it's free, it's a bit like Rocket League. It's like it's a game I was gonna buy anyway, and you're giving it away for free. So, cheers, mate.
Yeah. Would you say that Until Dawn is the biggest game that's been released on PS4, PS? And that's when I say big.
I can just hear you going. You sound like you're.
Can
we reset, Jordan?
Triple A-ness, you know.
Okay, I can hear a bit of you now.
What?
What were you saying?
Okay.
You went
Say that one
all.
more time.
Did you not hear me?
No.
Do you think that Until Dawn is like the biggest profile PS Plus game on PS4 so far?
Yeah, since
You
Rocket
don't think
League.
bigger? Well, Rocket League, to be fair, when it
Wasn't,
released, nobody
yeah.
knew what it was. Yeah, so that's become a thing.
I think definitely the PS4. The PS3 had some really good like big games, but yeah, PS4. That wonder if it's the start of a trend. Oh no, well next time like we'll get some kind of shitty Grow Home,
Hopefully,
Grow Home
we
is pretty
got a
great.
sequel on the way too.
get Bomberman, something crap like that. But yeah, so no, Until Dawn. You say there's a sequel.
Well, I'm considering they've put it on the PS Plus. I would hope that maybe that's kind of part of a pre-announcement, engagement piece.
Yeah,
Getting
never
people
know.
kind of talking about that game again.
People like it. Everybody's
Hopefully.
gushing about it. Like, yeah, I'm sure on the PlayStation 4 subreddit from Tuesday, it'll be just full of people going, "Oh my god, why did I never play Until Dawn before? It's amazing."
It is
So
really,
annoying,
really,
that.
really good.
It's like Hitman. Pretty much every Hitman on the Hitman subreddit, pretty much every day there's a post saying, "Oh my god, I can't believe I've just found this game. It's amazing. More people should play it." It's like, yeah, we know.
And
Did you play it, by the way, Andre? Did you, that's sorry about interrupting you there, John. But Andre, didn't you play Hitman?
Oh, Hitman, yeah, I started playing it, but then I got distracted with every other game I've been playing.
Oh, did you like
I need to
it?
get back on. No, I really like it. I think it's a very fun game.
Fun
But-
is the name, is the word, I think.
Yeah, like recently I've only been playing like really like fun. It's weird. I haven't been in the mood for like a narrative experience recently. That's why I've been playing Grow Home and I've been replaying Kane and Lynch, and it's just like. And
The
I watched
Hitman
Baby
narrative.
Driver, which I highly recommend. Everybody watch
Really?
Baby Driver.
I can't say that I've really followed the like the story in Hitman. If somebody asks me what it means,
Oh,
what
it's
it
such
is.
a fucking weird story. I played.
You're a clone. You're a perfect. You know, it's such a weird thing.
Yeah.
You
Oh
die
no, the
at
actual
one point,
story.
you
Yeah.
come back to life. Yeah.
And I think this Hitman is like follows on from one of the stories, but it doesn't like it's not canon with a couple of them, and yeah, I don't know. But the actual story in the game is kind of very, very loose.
Yeah.
You just kind of do what you want in the levels, just as long as you kill the people you need to kill. But yeah, so Jordan.
The last bit of news that we have, and I can't really work out whether this is rumor and speculation or if this is confirmed, but we'll call it a rumor for now. Apparently, the story DLC for Mass Effect Andromeda has been cancelled. There will be no
Can
more
we
Andromeda.
put your hand up if you're surprised? Yeah.
The
Okay.
final nail in the coffin, really, isn't it? All you bastards that tried to defend that game and tell me that game was good, I showed you all right.
It was fine. If it was a brand new IP.
Quickly play.
It's not
it.
supposed to be fine, Ben. It's a Mass Effect game. It's not supposed to be fine. It's supposed to be
Oh
really
yeah, no,
fucking
but
good.
I've not played the original like Mass Effects to completion, so.
Oh,
Fucking
Mass
hell.
Effect 1 was free with Games of Gold last month.
Yeah, no, I've started them and I've actually bought them all more than once, but I just never got through finishing. Well, let me see. We gave it Mass Effect Andromeda. It was a 7,
What?
which is fine. I think 7's
Too
fine.
high.
Have you finished it,
too high.
Jordan?
There's normally 7s that they cancel the DLC plan for, is there?
7 means it's bad. Actually, open like the average score is 72%, so we were under the average. But no, I think 7 was fine for Mass Effect. It was okay for a game. As a game, it's a game that I'm happy to have finished.
It's like $30 right now at GameStop, so you can
Oh,
pick
go
that
on,
up.
go and play it. It's worth that.
I'm never gonna play it.
You
I
can
refuse.
romance more people now.
I'll play it
No,
once it's on Switch.
I'm out.
She'll have
I'm
got a
out.
massive team working on a Switch port.
Wonder if we'll ever see a good Mass Effect game ever again.
It's called Anthem, Jordan.
I kind of just hope they just kill it all now because I can't. I'm done.
Some would question if there ever was a good Mass Effect game.
And
There
those
was 3 of
people.
them.
Yeah. I'm
And that's it.
looking-
That's
I'm
it for the news.
Oh yeah, I'm looking to buy a PS4 right now. I'm on Craigslist, and there's so many cheap PS4s.
Yeah, really cheap.
$85. Somebody's selling me
A box.
the PS4 Slim for $85.
There's some.
But we have to meet in front of a police station. That's weird.
Yeah, like when you go and collect it, just leave us with like where you're going, and we'll. You gotta send us a message every 10 minutes.
Right, any
I'm-
questions
Are you,
before
are you actually gonna get a PS4, Andre?
I really want one because I kind of just want to play all the games that like Uncharted 4 and Until Dawn and all these games that I've.
Yeah.
And we've got our
wanted to.
Game of the Year like talks coming up. You're gonna have to have played a load of them. Get Neo.
Nah, fuck that.
Neo's great. Crash
You're
Bandicoot.
gonna need to go on for the Shadow of the Colossus remake, surely.
Yeah, that's probably what's gonna make me buy a PS4. But like, I'm wondering, should I buy a PS4 Pro?
Yeah, totally get
Yeah,
a Pro.
yeah, get a Pro.
Really? Why?
Or you can get a
There's
gold
there's
bling bling normal one.
I don't think it's needed to like if you already had a PS4, I wouldn't necessarily recommend that anybody needs to get a Pro. But if you're buying a PS4 for the first time, I would say get the Pro.
How much
Yeah.
is a Pro now?
I have no idea.
300, right?
Yeah. Yeah, go on. Surely on your YouTube money.
My $11 I made in the past year. Yeah.
God, I think I
You should
made more
play
of that on
Ryzen.
Twitch. On Twitch,
Play
I made
Ryzen, and it plays a lot better on the Pro.
yeah, and it doesn't sound like a jet engine taking off when you play Final Fantasy 14. And The Witcher doesn't stutter when you're in Novigrad. It's a really... No, I love my PS4 Pro. It's great. You can play the Crash Bandicoot trilogy.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Let me tell you about Crash Bandicoot trilogy.
Let me fucking tell you about Crash Bandicoot trilogy.
You know,
Need school
Mario
them, boy.
64. If they remade Mario 64 in like high def
did.
graphics, and like if they gave it. Wait, did they?
No, they did it
Yeah.
on handheld.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, they
thank
did. It's
God.
called Mario Galaxy. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
called
Mario
Mario-
Galaxy is a better game than any Crash game ever
It's called
made.
Mario Sunshine.
Mario Sunshine is a better game than any Crash game ever made.
Was Sunshine the one from the GameCube?
GameCube, yeah.
Oh.
Fucking awesome.
Okay, so we've got a question from viewers. Oh, Jordan, can you do some questions, please?
I need to make a fucking.
So every time I ask Jordan, just to kind of push Manny into, push Andre into.
I was thinking of doing it. I was thinking of doing the song "Closing Time," but just changing closing to question. It was like question time. Na, na,
Oh,
na,
you could use the
na.
Question Times music from BBC Question Time. Dun,
What the
dun, dun,
fuck
dun,
is a
dun, dun.
BBC question time?
Oh, just go and Google that. That is amazing, amazing music. You do the Question Time dance as well. It's like some kind of political discussion thing, but they've got quite funky music.
I like
Anyway,
how all our intros and stuff are so fucking everywhere. We
got
have a
Frank-
wrestling one. We have a fucking hard rock at the beginning.
I've got Frank Sinatra as well.
We have and our closing one's like the.
Like a dodgy Mario knockoff. Oh. But yeah, so first question, and currently the last question, unless people ask them. Deus Ex Mankind Divided. Is it any good?
Yes.
Yeah.
Next.
Wait, is that the first game? Is that the first one that came out?
That's the latest.
Oh,
So-
latest one.
Going with the stretch
Excellent.
goals.
Yeah, it's good. It's a good Deus Ex game. If you played Human Revolution, you'll enjoy
I
this.
really-
Well,
I
if you
really-
enjoyed Human Revolution, you'll enjoy this.
It's like $5 or something.
And it's,
on,
it's the last one as well. They're not making any more, so yeah.
Did it end? Did it end properly?
It didn't like leave you hanging, but it didn't close off the series. I think they wanted to make more, but it just didn't sell that well.
No, I heard the PC port was garbage. Have they improved that?
I played it on PC, it was fine,
All right.
but obviously, mileage is going to vary.
But yeah, it's not something I'll ever play, but I think it's stupidly cheap on Steam. Deus.
Why wouldn't you play it?
It's not my kind of game. Oh, it's $12.49. I've seen it cheaper than that. It's just just doesn't seem. Isn't it stealth?
No, you can play it however you want.
It's like a stealth game, but you don't have bloody boobs.
No, it's not a stealth game.
But
It
you
says
don't have bloody
cyberpunk,
boobs.
stealth, action, sci-fi, story-rich, great soundtrack, transhumanism, as your favorite, John,
What?
and Illuminati. These are the tags that have been added to it. What else?
Awesome.
You can
Transhumanism.
play it stealthy, but you don't have to. It's kind of like
A bit like
I played it.
Dishonored.
I played
kinda.
it stealthy, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, the latest one.
No, the Human Revolution. No, wait.
Yeah,
Right?
Mankind
Human
Divided is the
Revolution.
latest one, isn't it?
No,
Zach said
yeah,
everyone
but-
was mad. It was watered down, or it had microtransactions, something like that. And Zach plays it stealthily. Yeah, the worst thing about that game, I think, that rubbed everyone up the wrong way was the fact that they had pre-order stretch goals. So like the more
Yeah,
pre-orders they
that
had, they
was
unlocked.
Weird.
Oh.
I remember that. That was so
they said
strange.
they said they would release the game like a week early if they reached their pre-order stretch
Yeah.
goal.
Zach says he beat
So they all-
he beat both Deus Exes without killing anyone. I'm like that with
Wow,
Watch Dogs
that's
2.
fine.
Try and do Watch Dogs 2 without killing anyone. You can do
Oh,
it, but
man.
you can kill loads of people through like because you can set it's amazing. Like you can set either you can set a guy as having a wanted level, anyone in the world. You can set them having a wanted level, or you can like set them as having like being in trouble with gangs. So then the police will come, and depending on how much you've upgraded that police level or the gang level, like they could send kind of the army in after this one guy and just mow them down and murder them and then drive off. It's I do that all the time. There was a building where I had to go in and collect something, but there were just loads of people everywhere. So I just went and sent loads of gang members in to murder every single person in the building, and then I just like waltzed in and collected the. Well, I think I had to stick a virus on a computer. Really, really good game. Watch those two.
Did they get rid of the hacking mini game you have to play?
I don't think there's a hacking mini game from what I can remember.
God, because like every time
Oh,
I
there
have,
might be.
because I'm only doing the campaign. Like I'm not doing any side stuff in Watch Dogs. But like at the end of most of the levels, like you have to hack something, and it's like a really challenging puzzle, and I'm like this ruins it. Like I just killed so many people, and now I'm in front of a computer like typing away, like trying to do some shit.
Yeah, I don't think so. John, are there any mini games?
Any what?
Mini games in
What, in Watch Dogs 2?
yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember. If there are, they're not
Yeah, there is.
difficult.
Yeah, there's definitely you have, if you're hacking like a door or something, you have to do. It's not just like you haven't just got a level. You have to do something. Don't
Oh,
you?
I can't remember that. Yeah,
I think you do.
but it's not frustrating anyway. It's a really good game. I'd give it an
Free on
8.
Xbox.
It's free on Xbox. Oh, the first one, yeah.
The first one, yeah.
The second one you can probably get really cheaply anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like, and also a new addition to the podcast I've just decided is at the end of the podcast just mention games that are coming out that week.
Yeah.
That's good.
But also before that as well, thanks very much to our Patreon members, Sin and AJ. Thank you very, very much.
AJ.
Sin AJ.
Sin AJ.
Adjacent. But yeah, thank you very much for your contributions. Guys who sub to me on Twitch and also Patreon patrons will get entered into a draw, and during our game of the year, like, you can choose from any of our top 10 games of the year, and you guys could end up winning one of them. I think that's because I just think if we end up with Zelda, because it was going to be like the game of the year, they can win, but like if it's Zelda, then like not that many. If you've got a Switch, then you've got Zelda. If you don't have a Switch, then it's going to be pointless. So you get to choose any of our top 10 games. One.
One of them.
Where that sounds, just in case I get excited here. So yeah, what games are coming out this year, Jordan? Just this year. Sorry, no, this week.
Oh God.
I don't know. You put me on the spot there.
I thought that's what you were looking at. Were you looking at prawn?
Give me a second, and I will get a list. Talk amongst yourselves.
Okay, I just listened to the question time theme. I can make this happen.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, amazing. So there's Final Fantasy, and that's the week after. Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age is coming out like on the 11th, which is, oh no, that's in 9 days. Are there any games coming out? Wow, that Valkyria is the new Valkyria is getting atrocious reviews.
Aw.
I think it was GameSpot gave it not GameSpot. It was Polygon gave it like a 4 or a 3 or something. They said it's garbage.
It's garbage. Hey, everybody
Totally.
should go watch Baby Driver
4.5. Is it? Baby
in
Driver.
theaters. Baby Driver. I'm
Should've
like
told
so
us.
like.
So it looks like this week is like really quiet for games. I
Yeah.
think the next notable thing is like Final Fantasy.
That being
this-
said, there's a whole bunch of giant sales going on PS4, Xbox, and PC. So check out those sales.
Oh yeah, one of
literally
my
nothing coming out on Switch.
no,
Literally nothing.
really.
Fuck. Snake
Tell us
Pass.
something.
Splatoon 2 on July the 25th.
Yeah, that's I've got that on pre-order. I love somebody was saying that that we should get sponsored by a deodorant by shampoo company because of how flaky Manny is.
Oh, God.
Agent Fat said, "Ban Manny, you didn't talk about Bitcoin miners grabbing all them GPUs and how now I can't buy one. Are they really? Can you not buy GPUs anymore?" Oh. I didn't know.
Who said that?
Agent Fart. Great name.
Agent Fart.
So Fable Fortune is coming out on July.
A
the
new
11th.
Fable
Is that a
game?
card
Fuck
game?
you for even bringing that fucking monstrosity up.
Is that the card game?
I'd rather talk about Syria. Let's talk about Syria really quick.
Let's fucking talk about Syria.
Hey, this is on my channel. Oh no, we do have a game that's coming out. It's
Yes,
out on
it's a
7th of July. It's called Axel World versus Sword Art Online.
Plus?
It looks... Oh, it's got mech, kind of flying mech suits in it. It looks like a PlayStation 2 game. Apparently it's online, and it's £45. And it's
Lush.
Bandai Namco.
There's a game coming out on July 14th called Planets of War.
Oh, sounds amazing. Was it-
Rage Parking Simulator 2017 on July 14th.
There's Minecraft Story Mode Season 2 is on it. Oh my god, Conga Master. Conga Master is coming to the PlayStation 4. Like, what, 21st of July. And it is it's like a 2D, it looks kind of like 16-bit style. You get momentum things. That looks cool. I want it. But yeah, there's a game coming out for all us Yorkshire people called Up Yonder, the Cloudcatcher Chronicles, which looks also crap. Why are there so many crap games going on the PlayStation Store? They're just allowing anybody. Anyway, the RX 480 is $700 apparently. Is that Ryzen?
What?
Is that Ryzen, the RX 480?
I have no idea. You're just saying numbers at this point.
Oh, you're an Apple person. You don't know about computers.
Yeah, I have no idea.
So there's nothing coming out.
No. So I'm guessing this time next week we'll still be talking about Elite Dangerous, Crash Bandicoot, and Watch Dogs.
Oh wait, you should play what's it called? Play
Crash Bandicoot.
Kane and Lynch. Kane and Lynch.
Kane and Lynch, okay. And Watch
Yeah,
Dogs
play it.
1 might download. But yeah, get Elite Dangerous and fly your little spaceships around. Everybody that's got
Yeah.
Star Citizen, just play Elite Dangerous and realise what a good space game is.
I'm going to come and hunt you down and destroy your ship.
Beg your pardon? I will... Yeah, I know I'm on PvE. I don't think you can do that.
Why aren't you playing online? What's wrong with you?
Because of people like you, Jordan. Although a guy did come and try to raid me and then said... It was an NPC one, but they said, like, your ship's been scanned. And then in the little dialogue box it says, yeah, you've got nothing. Bye. Yep, nothing. Okay, so go and check us out. clickclickplay.com, facebook.com/clickclickplay. I'm on Twitter at BiggusBennus1 and Twitch at BiggusBennus. Jordan, say
Reese.
goodbye and do what you...
Jordan.
Where can we find you, Jordan? Not in person.
Cardiff City Centre most of this week.
Shouting at dogs in the street.
Yeah. You can find me on Twitter as your best bet. Come
Chatterbait.
find me there.
Mm-hmm.
Come find me there.
Can find me there. Okay,
Love-
Jordan
love
Jordan
chat.
without the vowels, then Reese with the vowels.
Just search for Jordan Reese, you'll find me.
Mm-hmm. And so it's a goodbye from me. And Jordan's always said goodbye. So Andre, where can we find you?
You can find me on Twitter at I'ma Make Movies, and also on YouTube. Just look up I'ma Make Movies. I post on a weekly basis.
What's your
I'm
Venmo?
trying to post. Wait, what? Oh, my Venmo is at Jose Pizarro. So just keep.
It's his
help me
alternate
out.
name to avoid tax.
Yeah, it's the best. It's the best way to avoid paying taxes on this. I've made more money off Venmo than I have on my entire YouTube career, and that's like 6 years. Dead serious. But yeah, find me on all that stuff. I just released a weird video. It's very strange, but I like it, and a lot of people like it.
What does
so.
ASMR stand for? Something
Auditory sensory meridian response. I have no idea. It's like a weird culture that I found myself making fun of a lot.
Because I thought it was something
And
Master Race.
No,
I was like,
no,
AS Master Race. Ass
I
spanking
hope,
Master Race.
I hope not.
Sin says it
yeah,
makes him
like-
cringe. I'm going to go and hunt this down and find out what it is.
Oh, ASMR is such a weird thing. It's such a fucking strange thing, and I make fun of it because I think it's like a very sexual thing online. But like everyone who likes it says otherwise. I got a lot of insults when I like made fun of it in a video. So that way, like I just started to make every video like very
Yeah.
sexual and weird.
Get loads of hits.
Yeah,
Just
and
wind
it
them up.
hits. So it's weird.
No, Jordan, are you a member of the ASMR? Do you know what it is?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
All right then. So, since you can't stand the sound, okay, I'm gonna go and Google what this ASMR thing is, and in
Just
the
watch my
meantime-
videos.
Yeah, I will. Just can't stand the sound. I think that's what Sin was talking about. All right.
Autonomous sensory meridian response.
That's what it is.
Okay. Well, we will see you all next week. Don't forget. Yep. Follow us on Twitch and all that. Just go to clickclickplay.com and we'll do what you do there. Oh, and Patreon. Please.
On Patreon.
Find us on there. Click play. Agent Fart says say bye to Manny. Who's Manny? I don't know who you're talking about. See you later. Wave everybody.
Bye.
Bye. Gotta keep waving. Keep waving.
Bye. Go watch Baby Driver. It's a really good movie.
Oh God. No, watch
Driver.
what's it called? The Galaxy one. Guardians of the Galaxy. I hear that's better.
Fuck that movie.
It's got Baby
Fuck
Groot.
Fuck Marvel.
Why am I still waving? It's not on the thing anymore. I always keep waving until we're like off the screen. Oh God, who's that? Why is Manny's face on there? Oh no, 2 of Manny's faces. Who's he? Dead to us. Oh,
there I go.
oh, there you are. Hey, oh, there's a giant me. It's amazing. Oh, God.
Everybody, go watch Baby Driver. It's actually awesome.
You know, on Photoshop, there's an amazing thing called like magnetic crop tool. I've got like half my.
I just realized it. Yeah.
I kind of like it. I thought that was the style. Anyway, bye.